The baby dragon has been deployed and found its way over to Hamburg. Welcome everyone to ESL One and the first ever Clash of Clans World Championship. The top 8 teams from all around the globe gathered here to clash it out for the $1 million prize pool. Biggest event ever in history. My name is René and I'm bringing you all the action live here from the Barclay Arena in beautiful Germany. I'm also joined at the desk, obviously, by the coolest people ever. And the ones, I want to say, right, that I always dreamed of having here with me is obviously Woody and CarbonFin.
Thank you, René. It's great to be here for the World Championships where the top 8 clans here are going to be competing. They've been competing over the last several months to find out who is going to come out away the winner here.
Howdy y'all, and welcome to the arena where all that glitters is gold and the elixir flows everlasting.
Yeah, so I got my max level heroes over there, but we also added some British royalty to the Ashley talent lineup with Judo Sloth.
Hi everyone, I will be your analyst for the tournament, breaking down the attacks so that you know exactly how to do this at home. We've got some incredible action lined up. I cannot wait for it to start, René.
Same for us over here at the desk. We all want to get right into the action. But before that, we should show you the actual format and how everything works here at the Clash of Clans World Championship. And that starts with the actual bracket. Because in the bracket, later on, we will see stars already because teams played a pre-round, right?
Yep. We had all the teams play the first game, and we kicking off with Tribe Gaming taking on INTZ, and then Queen Walkers took on MCES.
That's right, Carbon. These 8 teams have been competing for months to qualify here today, and at the bottom of the bracket now, we've got Vatang versus Nova and Team Queso versus Shenzhou.
So they all played 5 attacks each already. It's a best of 2, basically, and that means at the end who accumulated the highest stars, but only in the direct elimination, so there's no group this time. If you lose against that one team, you're out, back home, that's it. But that also means we're getting locked and loaded for our first matchup. Here it is. What a matchup to start the day. The legends that are Tribe Gaming, the first ever team that qualified here for the Clash of Clans World Championship against a team that was actually voted by the community to be here.
Yeah, we're kicking off with Tribe Gaming taking on INTZ, the #1 versus the #8 seed. And it's going to be an amazing set of action here. I cannot wait, Woody.
It has been no easy path to the Clash of Clans World Championship. Every month, we've seen one new team from somewhere around the world qualify for this main stage today. The full $1 million prize pool is on the line. Here you can see the day 1 results from the quarterfinals. We've got a best of 2 series, so each of these clans are gonna be fighting 2 wars, and we'll total up all the stars that they've accumulated. As you can see for our first match today, Tribe Gaming took the lead in the pre-round with a 14-star head over INTZ with 11.
Now that we're ESL One, obviously the setup is completely different, nowhere near the arena that we played on before in the finals, in the actual qualifiers. And I have to say, I'm way more nervous than happened there in the arena, so I'm sure that the teams will feel the same, right?
Absolutely. The teams are definitely have their jitters here, but they've been focused, they've been building their bases, they've been testing, and I know they're ready for this moment.
We've got a superstar team through Tribe Gaming. They qualified in the very first month of competition up against INTZ, one of the crowd favorites. The Brazilian Barbarians received almost as many votes as the first place team, and so they'll be joining us here on the stage today. They were also finalists twice in the qualifiers. They competed more than any other team. I know they're going to put up a great fight.
Get ready, gather around the screens because here it is. The first quarterfinal is Tribe Gaming facing INTZ.
And we have Tribe Gaming taking on INTZ. For Tribe Gaming, we have Eve Check, Eve Matzi, the leader, Itzu, Volley, and Boom.
On INTC's side, locked and loaded are Caetano, Marinol, Bernal, Celino, and Loop.
We're gonna have the first attackers come in, but Tribe Gaming has that advantage right now. That has to help motivate them for this final game of Game 2 in the quarterfinals, 14-11. That's such an impressive lead so far, Woody. What do you take so far from that?
Well, I think it means that INTC is going to have to push the pedal to the metal. They're going to need a lot of 3 stars stacked up on here. And on top of that, they'll need some impeccable defense. But enough of that. Let's hop into the action. Bernal is going to be up for INTC first and foremost. He is one of the best Queen Walk controllers in the entire game. And watch these wall breakers he's got. He's been known to crash through 2-3 layers of walls to get to those juicy core defenses.
Yeah, Bernal is one of the best Queen Charge attackers, Queen Charge Lalo attackers in the game. We're going to be curious to see where he's going to try to get this Queen into this base. Looks like he's going to drop the first test wall breaker for the outside small bombs. I don't know if he was able to pull one right there, so he's going to try to charge in. It's going to be very close. He's going to try to get into this. He's going to have to freeze this multi-target Inferno. He just gets it off, but the Queen is going around here. Woody.
Yikes, yeah, she did a little bit of a loop here, not what Bernal was hoping for, but hold on, she'll be back on target soon enough. She does pull a couple of skeleton traps, though. That's going to distract her for a little while, but fortunately, she manages to take down that Inferno Tower first, and she's got a little bit of breathing room along the outside edge here. I'd say that the first stage of this attack has gone pretty well here for Bernal. Maybe not perfectly, but he's gotten done the most important things that he needs to do.
Yeah, now he's taking care of this clan castle, was able to get that Queen to route back into the core of this base to go towards that enemy Queen. Now he's gonna have to take out this Lava Hound slowly. We're approaching just under a minute 40 here, and then he's gonna start the air attack and try to pass, at least lock up this 2-star and the town hall, but they're down by so much they have to go for this 3 stars now.
That's right, and as you'll notice, we're over halfway through this attack, and Bernal has not yet deployed his Lava Hound and balloons. That's the main force here. He's taken out a big chunk of this base with just the healers, and this Queen Charge is still going strong, taking a ton of damage in the middle of the base, though he's gonna have to pop that Queen ability soon. There it goes, uses it on the CC, and she's got a lot of way left to go to make it through these walls, CarbonFin.
Yeah, now the Lalo is starting. The Queen is moving her way through. It doesn't look like she's gonna survive here, and she's gonna go down right there, but the Eagle Artillery is still alive, and he's gonna have to fly into this town hall. Has just a Stone Slammer as well, and that haste spell on the outside. Get ready for this Grand Warden Internal Tome. Needs to pop it, protects the Lava Hound, and takes down the town hall, but is he gonna have enough to try to push through the rest of this base?
Boom, and the balloons have been decimated a couple seconds too early with that Grand Warden ability, trying his best to protect that middle assault, but it seems that the Stone Slammer is all that's left to provide tanking for these balloons along the outer edge. That Eagle Artillery finally goes down, but it has just been hammering away at this flying assault. Bernal's fortress has not been able to get the 3-star he's looking for this time, but still hats off to him. An impressive attack to put 2 stars up on the board and approaching 90% now as time runs out.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking to add as much percentage as they possibly can. That Queen going down in the core, unfortunately, she was supposed to get a lot more value through the back end here, and unfortunately she couldn't do that, and the balloons started to get picked off as they were moving around, but finishing with a 92% 2-star, Bernal is a great way to start, but they're gonna have to make up the ground and get some 3 stars.
INTZ, without much to celebrate from their first hit, they know they're up against an extremely talented and experienced team. Bernal putting that 2-star 92% up will give them a little bit of leeway here, but they've got a lot of catching up left to do.
They do. They're going to have to go all out. They're going to have to take the risks here to try to make that comeback, knowing that they are down. I'm going to be curious to see what Tribe Gaming is going to do. Are they going to try to play it safe here, or are they going to try to get at least 13 and try to close it out here?
You saw right there that those balloons that Bernal lost on top of that Town Hall Gigabomb might have made the difference there. He dropped maybe half a dozen of them that were intended to go for that Eagle Artillery a little bit sooner. It's just that one small little thing that can make the difference between a heavy 2-star hit and that 3-star utter destruction that we're looking for. But it's going to be Tribe Gaming's turn to get back on the mat now. This is a team that's been together for over 3 years, previously as the Dark Looters, and now joining the Tribe on the warpath to victory. Boom is going to be the first up for his team today.
Yeah, Boom is coming in with a Queen Walk Dragon attack. Queen's going to be on the outside. He's going to be able to reach over and grab this air defense here and move towards the Town Hall, which is on the outside, and she can walk all the way through using that King to try to set the funnel, but some Teslas are going to slow him down up at 12 o'clock. Now here comes the Lava Hound. The Queen's going to get stalled up, but hopefully can still go towards the bottom side, and then Dragon should come right in between.
Boom is a healer expert, so expect to see him get big value on this Queen charge, just the same way Bernal did in his last attack. We've got 7 dragons built up for this raid, CarbonFin. That is going to be a big air attack, but using a different strategy. What sort of bases do you like to see dragon attacks on as opposed to Lava Loon?
Dragon attacks work really well when there's not too many core air defenses, and we see some of the air defenses are on the outside, so we can try to pick those off. Plus, the Queen can walk and grab that Town Hall, which we just saw the Town Hall was taken out. We secured that 1-star right there, and now he's going for the 50% to lock that up, and then he's going to try to overpower the whole core here and get that 3-star. But the air defense is firing down on some of these dragons. Get ready for the Grand War Eternal Tome. He still has it. The Queen is down on the bottom, pops it right there. He's moving through the core. Is he going to have enough to try to get this one done?
We'll keep that Queen alive, and she's got a lot of healer backup that might be able to top her back off. These dragons are going on a rampage through the base.
Oh my goodness.
Dragon fire spreading throughout. Destruction across the land. Burninating the countryside. Boom has done it. He's on his way to the first 3-star in the Clash of Clans World Championship.
That is his second 3-star. He got one yesterday as well in the first match. A beautiful job, Boom, coming in and getting this one done with the Queen. Walk, mash dragons. Perfect and beautiful attack. Grand Warden in the core. Have plenty of time left, just under 55 seconds. Tribe Gaming and getting the first 3-star here on the live stage.
Let not the swift fly away, nor the mighty man escape. They shall stumble and fall before the might of Boom, the Queen Charge Crusher from Tribe Gaming.
They had been nearly unstoppable already in the qualifiers, and all the stuff we saw before then, CWL the same, and now they're coming here to the World Championship stage and show us once again why they're among the favorites here to take the big trophy.
Tribe Gaming now holds a 4-star lead over INTZ off the first attacks here in round number 2 of this matchup. Take a quick look at this replay as we see those dragons raged up into the core, soaking bombs left and right, but they're not gonna be done without the fight. Raging into the last layer of the base, they had little to worry about, Carbon.
Oh, it was a beautiful attack. Just was able to get that Queen, get so much value on the outside. And now, can Loop of INTZ answer the call? He's gonna have to try to come in. He's averaging about 87%. It's going to be curious to see what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to go for everything here. They need these 3-stars, especially after Boom dropped that triple for Tribe Gaming.
Loop is a pro player, a 21-year-old Brazilian for playing for INTZ now. He's one of the base builders for his team, and so that might give him a bit of insight in how to deconstruct what Echek has built up here. He said that Tribe is his nemesis. They were the #1 team he was concerned about coming into the match, and it seems now for good reason. We need 3-stars here from Loop to keep INTZ in the game.
Absolutely. He's going to have to go all out for these. We have the Queen Charge Lala, one of INTZ's favorite attack strategies, and they are really good with it. They get so many triples, but can they do it on the biggest stage in the history of Clash of Clans? And now Lupus needs to charge in here. That multi-target Inferno is hitting the healers, but some balloons can hopefully try to pick it off and save the healer health so the Queen can stay alive. Beautiful freeze spell there. It's going to come down to these balloons, and they can take it down here. Woody, and he's trying there. He's pulling some air. Skelly's in the... Okay, the Inferno did barely just go down there.
They take it down. Those healers got a lot of fire attacked onto them, though, and I don't think that they're looking too healthy, especially with those air skeletons coming out to support this push. That Queen is charged right into the gut of this base and has taken a ton of damage. Loop, unfortunately, forced to use that hero ability really early in this raid, but he's gotten a decent bit of value from it so far. He's got 2 Lava Hounds and 17 balloons to back up the second stage of this attack, but keep an eye out for those air defenses. Those are the key targets that Loop has to worry about. I still see one over there at the 9 o'clock position, and one as well up at 11, and then one at 1 o'clock, so a lot of air firing targets still left for Loop to take out.
Yeah, looks like the enemy Queen is still alive. His Queen was taken down in the core, could not keep her alive, but now he's flying right over this Town Hall. Is it going to activate? It does. Can pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over to protect it, freezes it. Get ready for the Eternal Tome. He's flying through it. There it is, pops it. But with that enemy Queen still alive, Tribe hitting his troops. He's gonna have to try to get as much percentage at this point, and hopefully maybe these pubs can overwhelm it, but that Eagle Artillery is still firing down on these balloons here.
Oh no, a lot of those minions went for the Barbarian King instead, and that means that Loop's balloons are getting popped out of the sky one by one, sending them down to a grave down below. Take a look at the rest of the space. We've got around 30% of the structures remaining. Loop doing his best to clean up along the outer edges, but he knows that 3 stars is out of the question here. 71%. 72, maybe grab a few more along the outer edge. But I think that maybe that air sweeper that you can still see standing up in that kind of central left area was the key structure that gave Loop a lot of trouble here, besides the Archer Queen, obviously, which took out a lot of his raid.
Yeah, that Archer Queen going down in the core. Unfortunately, was supposed to be responsible for taking out the enemy Queen, probably the Eagle in the core, and stay up through the whole back end of the raid while the balloons flew around the right side. But unfortunately, Loop is not going to be able to get this one done to just around a 75%. It looks like the time is going to round out here. 75% 2-star for Loop of INTZ.
Back to the drawing board for INTZ. They're reviewing their options now, but they know that they've got to get a defensive win against Tribe in order to stay in the fight here. Down by 4 stars, and with only 3 attackers left to make up that difference. It's going to be up to Itsu now to pick the player from his team to go next. Itsu, our captain, has selected Eve Check. He's got a 91% average destruction and has earned 18 stars. That is a massive amount, and a great reason to pick him to follow up.
Yeah, to follow up, Boom, one of the best attackers, and Itsu has said, one of the best attackers in the world. Now, Evechek gonna try to come in and get a 3-star here. Looks like with a P.E.K.K.A. smash, using the Grand Warden on the top side. Baby Dragon helps set that funnel. Is this Grand Warden gonna be able to reach over the wall and grab this multi-target Inferno and get a ton of value? It's gonna be charging in here, and he's got to clean up the funneling on the outside, and he's gonna charge in with P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers to move all the way through the whole core of this.
P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers galore. Evechek is built one of the first ground armies that we've seen today. In fact, the first ground army that we've seen today. He said that he attacks the base that no one else wants to go for. So maybe he's figured that if no one else thought La Lune was going to be appropriate for this setup, that Marinol just needs the good old-fashioned smashing right in the face. Evechek has brought a Stone Slammer, but it's possible that he could switch that out if he needs to go Wall Wrecker instead and keep that ground offense going. Stone Slammer does target onto defensive buildings, though, so that's a bit of an advantage for the high-flying Siege Machine.
Yeah, that multi-target Inferno was able to go down. Now he's charging in here. He's going to try to get through this wall. There is a jump leading towards the Town Hall on the opposite side, but it looks like some of the bowlers and the Queen are walking around here and not going to go into the core and not going to take that jump, but at least he has some of the troops still in there and has that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but there is the Lava Hound, pops it right there. As long as he can try to get this poison down on this Baby Dragon, it's still going to be okay, so that Lava Hound will stay away from his Queen.
It looks like Evechek hit a couple of surprise Teslas along that bottom right side corner that dragged some of his troops along to the outside. He still has got that first star in the bag, though, but he hasn't gotten the Town Hall yet, and it doesn't look like many of his troops are pathing toward the Town Hall either. He's got an Archer Queen on the path, but she doesn't have any healers to boost her. That's going to require a Battle Blimp to come out instead of the Stone Slammer. Of course, the Battle Blimp targets directly onto the Town Hall to get that guaranteed 2-star hit.
Yeah, now he drops the rage to ensure that he grabs that 2-star right there, saving on to the Siege Machine at the last case to make sure that Town Hall does go down and locks up the 2-star. Has a couple of units and spells left, but unfortunately he's just going to be looking to get the percentage at this point. Some wizards around. The Lava Hound's just going to move around, stall up one of the wizards with about 40 seconds left. He's going to try to grab as much percentage. I believe he has one more mini. He's going to try to figure out where he can drop it here, and then that one balloon with a haste spell. So he's going to finish right in the 70% range here. I mean, still locks up the 2-star. That is what they at least need, because they have a very high advantage over INTZ at the moment.
Yeah, not too shabby. He's even got a little haste spell he could swag there. He chooses not to. He's going to hold on to that for his next attack. Nicely done to Evechek. 2 stars keeps Tribe on pace for victory very soon.
Definitely a solid attack, but can INTZ have that big combat? They had so many of them over the months in the qualifiers. They always came back. They came back stronger. and attack super hard. Can they have a chance here on stage to stay with us and maybe make it into the semifinals?
Caetano is next from INTZ, the 24-year-old pro player from Brazil. He said his job on the team is to be the motivator, and man, do they need motivation right now. A dragon bat expert. He said he's going to use the prize money he wins from this competition to go on a travel vacation with his wife. Where do you think he ought to go, CarbonFin?
I mean, he can go wherever he wants. Right? I mean, he's in Hamburg right now, and it's a beautiful place here, and he's focused, and he's going to try to get this 3-star for INTZ. Can they do it? They almost have to 3-star out at this point, Woody.
They certainly would have to in order to advance into the semifinals. Let's take a look at Celino's setup right now. Who's shown on screen attacking. We've got a queen charge from the bottom left corner. It's going to be healers boosting her back up to go in toward this town hall. Might make for an easy 1-star to start things off, so that all he has to worry about afterwards is a little bit of cleanup.
Yeah, now the queen charge into the lava has a few hog riders, it looks like, to pull out this clan castle, so it moves in, and there's some archers coming out. I don't know if there's going to be a lava hound as well. If he pulled everything out of this clan castle, I'm going to try to get through it here and save onto this poison for whatever still might be in there lurking, but this town hall is on the outside here, should be able to reach it. The queen walks down there, still has the king ability. It is a lava hound, actually, so you can drop this poison spell right as the lava hound popped, or a little bit earlier there. The queen's under rage, freezes the town hall to make sure the queen stays alive. There's so much firepower on the queen. He's gonna have to push through here and then have the Lalo come in, but he still has about a handful of wall breakers.
Still does. He's got a way to get into this base, but he's facing a lot of difficulty crashing down on this town hall. He's got traps and spells, and defense is firing in left and right. This poor queen has taken a bit too much damage, and it looks like that's going to be the last bit. Ooh, drops a rage spell to try to keep her up, but it's not going to be enough.
Unfortunately, he had to use that royal cloak earlier and was not able to use it at that point. So the queen went down, took too much fire. Now at this point, he's looking to just lock up the 2-star. INTZ is going to have to hold some really strong defenses. Tribe Gaming has that mindset now of going at least locking it up.
The guys from Tribe Gaming, they know that they've got this one in the bag. They've just got to clean up, smart and clever, and you know, there's nothing going to stop them at this point.
We don't know. Anything can happen. That's the thing about Clash. You have to be prepared for anything. Now he's flying in with the balloons. Pops the Grand War Internal Tome for the Lava Hound. Flying in here. The enemy queen is still alive and going to be firing down on these troops. The Lava Hound flies across the base. The minions around the edges to grab a percentage. Locks up the 2-star at this point. But he does, looks like there's 3 multi-target Infernos still up in this raid with a handful of air defenses. And they're just going to get slowly picked off here, Woody.
Yep, the number one thing you don't want to see if you're a balloon floating through the skies is an archer queen down on the ground with her eyes on your partner. I don't know. What does she shoot at? Does she pop in the balloons?
She shoots at everything.
She shoots at everything.
Everything. That queen in the core on defense.
Shot from that modified expo will not be denied.
Yeah, that queen is devastating if you don't take her out, or if you don't have a skeleton spell or something to help take care of her, because she is one of the priorities in the bases. The queen, that eagle, that town hall, and town hall 12. It is so important to be able to take down. He's trying to grab as much percent at this point, passes as long in the 70% range as well, with just about a few seconds left in this raid, and that's going to wrap it up for Celino, for INTZ here in this attack.
Smile and nod, boys. Tribe Gaming knows that they've just got to hold on a bit longer, but it's devastation for INTZ on the main stage. 3 attacks left from their enemies, and they know that they're not going to let up the pressure anytime soon. Itsu eyes the rest of his teammates, ready to select Vale, the MVP. 97% average destruction. My goodness.
Absolute beast coming in. We're gonna see if he can try to get another triple for Tribe Gaming. Can they add another one to the board? They've already got one. Bum came in with that 3-star Queen Walk Dragons, and now we have Volley coming in with the, it looks like E-Dragons on this base here. So interesting. Decides to come in with the mass E-Dragons. He's got about 4 rages, 4 freezes. So he's gonna try to overwhelm this one and come behind this town hall here.
charging in with his queen, but it looks like he's not going to give support with healers this time. He's just going to try to get as much value as he can with these heroes along the right side corner. Cracks into a Tesla on that corner side there and finishes off in air defense as well. That'll be a crucial target to take down prior to this aerial assault. We got a few eyes on this one screen as teammates are giving a little bit of advice here and there. It's really important to have as many people as possible watching your raid and screaming in your ear. I know I love that when I'm getting my attack on.
Yeah, absolutely. If we go back to the qualifiers back in March, they actually only ran one time mass E-Drags in that qualifiers, and now Volley's coming in here in the World Championships thinking this is going to be a perfect strategy for the space. He's going to have to actually come straight onto this Town Hall, going to be able to help freeze the Town Hall and that sweeper at the exact same time. It's definitely one of the safest two-star strategies in the game, and that is exactly what they need to go for at this moment to go on to the semifinals.
A very safe hit, and they're getting very close to that 2-star mark, approaching the 50% damage mark, and with Electro Dragons targeting onto the Town Hall. Boom! There it is. 2 stars claimed by Vale, and can he keep it going further? Raged up Electro Dragons deal a ton of damage and chain their lightning through multiple defenses in this base. Fortunately for Vale, he's picked a good target for these Electro Dragons.
Oh.
And boom, whenever they go down, they drop a lightning spell at the same time, Carbon.
Wow, that E-Dragon at the very top under rage chained onto that top air defense. Unfortunately, he had E-Dragons on the bottom side and not going to the core. Look at how much value he gutted in the core without those E-Dragons to the side. So if they were there, he would have been able to get so much value. But he's just about under a minute left in this raid. Some balloons are flying in. Does he have enough E-Drags here to overwhelm? The only point defenses left in this base is just that Grand Warden platform right there with 2 more E-Dragons. He's gonna have to get some chain value through the whole rest of this one.
Talk about value. There's only one letter that separates value and Vale. He's showing with 30 seconds left and over 93% that he's getting awfully close to that crucial 3-star target. Although we gotta say, before this raid started, we saw he had a 97% destruction average. He's coming awfully close to that average destruction point. Can he bump it up a little bit with a little bit more damage here? No.
Ooh, 95. Can the E-Dragon Death Lightning take it out? No, finishes at a 95% 2-star there.
Wow, a below average hit, only 95%. One of the highest 2-star strikes we've seen solidifies Tribe Gaming's lead 4 stars ahead of the Brazilian team INTZ.
One of the very few lineups you can probably be disappointed when seeing a 95%. I mean, they're doing good in their first round, but we know this is a long weekend here on the way to the big share of the $1 million prize pool.
Take a look at that replay, moving towards that Town Hall, raged up Electro Dragons, blackening the sky, those blue bolts from above, sending destruction throughout this space.
It was a very beautiful design attack. Unfortunately, he had a lot of the E-Dragons that did go to the outside. I can only imagine what would have happened if they stayed inside and got the whole core down. And now we have Caetano of INTZ. He is looking to help get a 3-star, try to get the second one for INTZ overall in the 2 games. Looking for the first one here on the live stage. Can he get it done with, it looks like, an answer of mass E-Dragons as well?
All right, yeah, you see some E-Dragons coming at your base and they get 95%, might decide that it's time to give them a shot yourself. Well, we know that INTZ does specialize in air attacks. They are most known for their lava loon hits, but hey, it's not that much different to set up an E-Dragon attack than it is from a La Lune. You want to target those air defenses really early on, preferably taking out the sweepers and the enemy Urcha Queen to go along with it. Looks like Caetano's going to have all of his Electro Dragons in that like 4 to 5 o'clock position along the bottom right side of the space. Can he make it over to the Town Hall though? That's my concern. I guess it's going to save his siege machine.
Yeah, he still has that Stone Slammer that can be used for the Town Hall. Pops his Grand Warden Internal Tome right over the core. As long as he can get some beautiful chain value, still has some freezes, some rages for the core of the space. He's going to see where the E-Dragons are going to see what value, and maybe he's going to switch up the Stone Slammer, but he's going to at least save it to go for this Town Hall. Looks like some E-Dragons are actually locking onto the Town Hall at this point, so he can drop the Stone Slammer anywhere else in the space with a topside air defense. He has one more rage spell to drop here, Woody.
Tesla farm over on the left side means that Caetano's sending the lightning down, but Itsu's sending it straight back up against him. Zaps down one Electro Dragon. And he's gonna get a second and a third. those Teslas are hard to deal with, and the left side of this attack has been destroyed. Still has a balloon and a few cleanup troops along the back end to try to grab some more percentage, but Caetano's Electro Dragons have been shot down.
Yeah, the E-Dragons unfortunately didn't have the push it back, and Tesla farm over on the left side of the screen on this base here was enough to help pick off these E-Dragons as they moved right over the Town Hall. Didn't have the War Internal Tome over the Giga Bomb, so the E-Dragons took quite a bit of damage from it, but now he's passing into the 80% range here, and we have to see the 3 stars or even some defenses now, but Tribe Gaming is going to be focused on getting a minimum of those 2 stars.
Nice use of that new Skeleton King skin right there from our Barbarian King. Caetano with the 2-star will bring INTZ up a bit more, but still short, as you noted. I don't want to call it too soon, CarbonFin, but Tribe Gaming has got a lot to be excited about now with their eyes on the semifinal spot. They've got a couple of more attackers left. We still have yet to see from Itzu and Eve Maxi.
Well, that's going to be very interesting. I wonder if Itzu, the captain, the leader of Tribe Gaming, going to hold his attacks for the end. He usually is the closer. We're taking a look at the replay of Caetano with INTZ of this attack. That Tesla farm unfortunately helped pick off those E-Dragons as they moved over to the left side there and didn't have enough in the core. He tried to have that Stone Slammer come in on the top side. But it looks like we have Boom coming in to spot over, maybe it might be Eve Maxi. It is. I'd be curious of what he's going to come in with. He's very versatile. He can come in with Queen Walk Dragons, P.E.K.K.A. Smash, Queen Charge, Lalo. He's going to come in with the perfect strategy for the base that he's scouted.
Maximum firepower. Eve Maxi earned a 3-star strike in the qualifier back in March, and he also got a 3-star yesterday in the pre-round shot against INTZ. Can he go for the third 3-star? What would we call that? The hat trick?
Yes.
Is that what it's called here in Wallland?
It definitely would be, but Eve Maxi is now coming with a Sui Mass Hog Riders. He's actually never done this in the qualifiers. So this is the first time he's doing it here, and it's on the live stage. Can he get the 3-star with it? The Queen's going to be charging in and going to be able to help take this Town Hall down, making sure to pop that Royal Cloak before this Clan Castle does engage the Queen here. Going to help take it on, and there is the Royal Cloak. The Town Hall is now about to go down, but the Clan Castle is yet to be pulled. There is a Lava Hound and some archers, so he should be able to poison this as he's moving through with the Hog Riders.
Euro dive into Sui Hogs is the most popular and highest hitting strategy from last month's qualifier. It's one of the most likely to score 3 stars, and especially if you're able to take out the Town Hall early in the attack, it's a really good way to give you the best shot at sweeping through the rest of the base for that 100%.
Yes, absolutely. Now took care of those archers of the Clan Castle. Now this Wall Wrecker is going to be moving its way all the way across here to kind of try to pick off some of these defenses as it's tanking with some of the hogs, and he has the 2 skeleton spells. Gonna have to keep an eye on using this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over. Uses it pretty early. Hasn't dropped the skeletons just yet. I'm going to be curious to see if this Queen jumps the wall, drops up freeze. Perfect job right there. Now has the skellies down, so the Queen's going to lock onto the skellies. Hopefully the Queen can go down. The hogs are moving through the space. Has plenty of heal spells. One more free spell in the composition. He's going to have to try to overpower this one, Woody.
A wave of destruction sweeping through the space, and squeals of excitement from the Hogs as they see their targets fall before the mighty hammer of Eve Maxi. Free spell on the backside gives him one more shot at cleaning up. He's got another heal spell, drops it right there on the bomb tower. Gotta keep these little piggies happy a little bit longer, but that's a ton of them still left, and not many defenses left to stop them. Cleanup is gonna be super easy with 50 seconds left. Eve Maxi is on a tear. 3 stars, CarbonFin.
Eve Maxi coming in to get the 3. So the first time he's done the Sui Mass Hogs, and does it on the live stage here in Hamburg, Germany for Tribe Gaming. Beautiful performance. Has plenty of Hog Riders here to finish off that Clan Castle. And there it is. They are cheering. That is a 3-star for Tribe Gaming.
Pumping his fist and waving to the crowd. A lot to be proud about here, and sealing the deal for Tribe Gaming, advancing to the semifinals in just a few short minutes.
Doing it in style here. That's the second third star they're doing here on the live station. I can hear Galadon's Hawk Rider's voice already in the background cheering for that.
Absolutely, and we're taking a look at the replay with the Hogs coming through. Plenty of Hogs overwhelming this base. Has that back end heel to drop near that bomb tower and multi-target Inferno. Just a beautiful attack. It was the perfect attack for that base.
The last two attacks from Tribe Gaming and INTZ Esports are gonna be master versus master, captain versus captain. It's Marinol and Itsu. Marinol will be up first with an average destruction of 79% and 15 stars in total. He is the leader of your INTZ crew here in the arena. A YouTuber and a pro player. He loves coffee, and that's what keeps him fueled up for destruction. Let's see what he's got for us in this last attack.
Marinol's coming in with his favorite attack strategy, the Sui Lalo. He's got the skeleton spell to help take down the enemy queen. We've seen it before where the queen does not go down and just fires and picks up all of the balloons, and that is a huge problem. But now, can he help Sui the queen to get all this value? It looks like the king is not going to go on the outside, but goes in to grab that air defense there. Where is this queen going to go? She's going to go for this multi-target Inferno. Pops the queen ability. She does actually step up for it, take it down. That looks like a huge value right there for that multi-target Inferno on the outside. You don't typically see that there, Woody.
Yeah, nice grab there from Marinol. It's really important to try to take down those high-value targets whenever you get the opportunity to do so. Of course, every single base you go up against in a war like this is going to be a completely new experience. You never know where those traps are going to be laid. You never know what's going to be inside that clan castle until they come on out. You've got to do your best to plan ahead of time, and any easy snatch you can grab like that is going to be prime pickings.
Yeah, he's got the poison spell on the archers that came out of the clan castle. He's a top Lava Hound moving over on the right side, and he's gonna have this Grand Warden try to fly over, drops the rage right over the core of this base. He does activate the Town Hall with the Earthquake, it looks like. He's got to pop this Grand Warden Turtle. He does. Town Hall goes down. Stone Slammer's coming on the top side on the left, and he drops the skeleton. Can this queen go down? There is so much in the core of this base. He has a lot of balloons flying through. Is this gonna be a 3-star 4? INTZ Marinol, the leader, gonna help try to get this one done. Has another haste and free spell left over. What a beautiful attack here.
The heaviest hitter with the highest rate of destruction for INTZ. Marinol is coming within a hair's breadth of scoring 3 stars. He's got a lot of cleanup troops along the bottom and left side of this base with a couple of spells to give him a little bit of help if they need it, but it looks like they won't. That's the last defensive building eliminated. Marinol just has to wait and watch as his troops secure 3 stars.
What a beautiful attack from Marinol. This is his favorite attack strategy, and it is an absolute pro with it. Has a swag freeze and a haste spell right there. Doesn't even need them. What a beautiful job to do that on this live stage to get that 3-star. Finishes up here to get that 100% beautiful attack for INTZ.
Brings their total star count up to 22. On the other side, Tribe Gaming with 24 has a chance to earn 3 more from their Master of Disaster. Itsu will be striking next, but first, why don't we take one last look at the replay from Marinol.
Yeah, Marinol, he came in with that Sui Lalo. But we're looking at Itsu. Actually, this is the replay now that's on our screen. The Earthquake activated that Town Hall. Pop that Grand Warden Eternal Tome. There are so many balloons that just overwhelming this core of the base. Plus that Stone Slammer on the top side coming around, helping take out that Wizard Tower. So much value. Such a beautiful attack. Now, the leader, the last attack for Tribe Gaming is going to be coming in. Can he get the 3-star? An 83% average destruction with 15 overall stars in the qualifiers. It's going to come down to Itsu. He loves the Queen Charge of Miners, and I'm wondering if he's going to choose that attack strategy. He did 6 out of the 7 attacks back in March was the Queen Charge Miners, but he's actually going to try to do what Boom did. It looks like a Queen Walk Mass Dragon attack here, Woody.
Itsu is a highly prolific YouTuber from Germany. We've also had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him in past events. He's one of the most knowledgeable players in the entire Clash of Clans community, and now it's our pleasure to see him in action. We've got dragons, we've got loons, we've got a stone slammer to boot. He's holding on to those healers though, and I'm kind of wondering, there they go, they get dropped right on top of the queen. She'll charge in for that Barbarian King kill and continue along the right side of the space.
Yeah, this town hall is completely isolated here. It has plenty, not too much near it here, but that one layer of wall, and I don't think that's connecting. So if the queen was to walk around here, he's gonna have to somehow take out this multi-target Inferno. If the queen walks into the core, there is a free spell. There's some wall breakers. Is the queen gonna be able to help charge in and grab that multi-target Inferno? And that's a huge value with this queen walk into this base.
Looks like that freeze was a little bit early. I thought I saw Itsu send in some wall breakers to try to crack into that compartment, but they're not gonna find their target. Still, this queen is making her way toward that center of the base to take down that town hall nice and early. She's gonna have to deal with a lot of archers streaming out of this clan castle first though, and is taking a ton of fire from the backside. She's gonna get that free spell to help take care of the enemy queen, but she's taking a ton of damage. CarbonFin, can she survive?
No, it doesn't. Goes down. The enemy queen is still alive here, but he still has dragons. The dragons help take the queen down, but now he has to lock up and grab that town hall up there. The lava hound's moving across the base that was on the bottom screen. Dragons go down, but that queen did not go into that section there, which is a multi-target Inferno, unfortunately. Now he tried to move the healers there. He's gonna send the dragons. He even has a jump spell, which is not gonna do anything at this moment because the queen is down, unfortunately. But he's gonna send the dragons to lock up and secure this town hall, to grab that 2-star. Get ready for the Grand War Eternal Tome over the town hall here. There it is, 48%, 49, and the town hall, and the 50% should be right there. Locks it up and gets that secured too. And there it is, Tribe Gaming going to be advancing to the semifinals. Itsu, very nice job here, but Tribe Gaming, unbelievable performance in this first round here, Woody.
Even dropped a jump spell to give a little bit of moral support to those dragons on their way toward that Eagle Artillery. Couldn't get the 3-star, but still 2 stars secured. Bodes well for cleanup performances in the future. Itsu is passing that 2/3 mark. He's destroyed 67% of these buildings, and he will lead Tribe Gaming into the semifinals. Just a bit of cleanup along the outer edges before we can seal it away in the history books. Well played to Itsu and Tribe Gaming. We'll see more of them as the weekend goes on and they progress toward that $1 million prize pool, building it ever larger.
The first ever win here on our live stage at the World Championship ESL One Hamburg goes to Tribe Gaming. They will go on into the semifinals. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to INTZ. Their journey, their epic journey here in the World Championship comes to an end in the quarterfinals.
Tribe Gaming coming away with six triples out of 10 attacks. Unbelievable performance in these first 2 wars in the first round. Tribe Gaming is absolutely coming out and showing why they deserve to be the #1 seed here in the tournament.
Yeah, 4 triples yesterday and 2 more today with higher than 50% hit rate. That's about as much as you can expect, even from a pro team. To be able to get more than half of your attacks at 3 stars, CarbonFin, I don't think we've seen another team perform at that level in a long time.
Definitely, we had some concerns in the beginning, like when we talked about the teams going into the World Championship here, and it was like, oh, Tribe Gaming, we only saw them the first qualifier, right? We had definitely more looks on INTZ and some of the other teams, and that is so long ago, but hey, they definitely show why they deserve to be here on this stage.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming definitely showed exactly why it's been so long, but they've been preparing, they've been testing everything, and I know they have their whole clan full support here in the crowd cheering them on.
With a 12-11 victory on this stage here, added to the pre-round score, Tribe Gaming has come away far and ahead with the highest hit rate of any of the 8 teams that we have here competing in the quarterfinals. As you see, they'll advance to the semis, but next up, we've got the Queen Walkers and MCES.
Definitely interesting matchup because the MCES, they only showed up once in the qualifier, kind of the underdogs coming from France, and then they were just devastating it. They just went through that qualifier, took the trophy immediately. I think it was even against INTZ in that playoff final back then. So I have to say, they're kind of among my favorites.
Yes, MCS is one of the favorites. Absolutely, they're representing the French community, and I am excited to see what they can come in with. And they did an amazing performance in the qualifiers.
These two teams qualified back-to-back. The fourth and fifth qualifiers saw Queen Walkers and MCES advance respectively. We're going to be starting that matchup very shortly, but it's going to be an absolute killer. This is one of the closest matchups that we have among our 8 teams here. They're only 1 star separated, so it could really go either way here, CarbonFin.
Yes, it could go either way, so I'm going to be excited what is going to be on the stage here for this next matchup.
Everyone's game, so that's the World Championship. And talking about the World Championship, let's once again just dive back. We had qualifiers. We did qualifiers every single month, 6 months straight, to find the best teams from all around the globe, to then fly them in here to Hamburg. And what a big journey it has been. We saw the teams like be nervous in the beginning in Poland and the arena, right? Everyone was like, oh, shy for interviews. And then we saw them growing over the 6 months to be, the pros they are right now. We have pro teams here.
To be fair, I think I was a bit nervous too. I was shaking the studio.
I think everyone was.
Impressive. The bright lights shining on you. It's not easy to perform when you've got that much pressure.
I'm actually surprised that they found even brighter lights here for Hamburg. So, I always thought that will never happen.
You look great on that. I could see on the program. You look fantastic.
Great.
Brush your shoulders
good to
off
hear.
there.
Thanks very much. No, it is a big journey because Clash of Clans never had such an event, never had a world championship. This is the first one ever. And it's in such a location and with great teams. Like, I
Your home country.
More. Yeah, this is my home country. I mean, that's another good point, right? Not for you guys, but for me.
But it's a beautiful country here, and just put on this event and just feels humbled to be here to see all the top clans here in the world competing. You can't ask for anything better.
Humbled in Hamburg. Well put, CarbonFin. We've got 3 more wars left today. And remember, these teams are qualifying for semifinals to march on to the finals on the last day of this 3-day slugfest. It's $1 million prize pool. We haven't said that enough, guys. There's $1 million throughout this season, and the bulk of it is going to be handed out just in 2 more days. And we'll have a crown for the world champions of Clash of Clans. We've never seen pageantry, extraordinary might, and awesome power from any performance among clans on this level before.
Yeah, they get a great trophy. They get a lot of money. What they don't get is my baby dragon. Obviously, if you can't see that, it's here. Since the baby dragon.
It's been with us.
Yeah, it's all the qualifiers.
Every single show.
Yeah, every single show, and it's also here for the actual world. So if you think, oh, where is it? It's here, right? It says hi to everyone out there. It's definitely here, and it will not be given to the winner. I'll tell you that. Definitely not. I'll hide it behind the logo. Look at this. Ha! It's like lurking. That's what it is. All right. Enough of that chit chat over here at the desk. I'm pretty sure that our analyst has some more insight for us. Nope. Oh, we do. That's news. Obviously, production thought like René learned so much over the whole qualifiers. It's time for him to step up and just do that. Probably leave it to you guys. How about that?
Yeah, we'll definitely break down the game. The Tribe Gaming coming in with a couple of triples here. Coming in with the Queen Walk Mass Dragons. What a beautiful attack there. And it was very nice. Also, some unexpected attacks. Those Mass E-Dragons. I wasn't expecting that here on the world stage.
Yeah, Lava Loons and Hog Riders seem to be making up 2/3 of the attacks that we saw in the last qualifying session, whether they were with a Queen Charge or with Hero Dives. It seemed like those were the 2 dominant strategies. We saw a few minors here and there. We saw some Mass Dragons and E-Drags, but they didn't seem to be quite as successful in getting that 3-star hit rate, so it seemed that players had kind of backed off of him, but maybe that's the sort of development in the metagame that leads to defenders kind of adjusting their bases so that they're better against specific attacks and leaving little holes here and there. As you noted in one of those last attacks that we saw, there was an Inferno Tower kind of placed pretty close to the outside edge, made it easy to snipe with an Archer Queen, and it's easy to pull the trigger when you see such a juicy target as that.
Yes, absolutely. That was very interesting, but the bases are being tested over and over by so many different people with their clan to help them to try to figure out what is the best one. But still, they came out with 2 triples here in the final on the live stage. What an unbelievable performance.
I wonder if teams actually prepare for a specific opponent here in the World Championship? We know there have been teams that went on huge boot camps before coming to the World Championship. Do you think it's more about, or they build general basis against strategies, or they look at the opponents they might face first, or that they might face in the semifinals?
I definitely think they have their own like scouting reports that they're coming in on each one of their opponents, and they're going to try to build the bases for the opponents there. I definitely know that is what I would do if I was planning for something like this. They're going to be spending so much time on those bases, so they definitely have been scouting and watching so many different videos in the qualifiers over the time.
When you go in against a field that is this experienced, you got to really focus in on your first opponent first. You've got 4 opponents that could be on the other side of the bracket to make it to the finals with you, but hey, I would worry most about your quarters opponent, René.
It's always the small steps first, right? Because you can't change the bases anymore now going into the World Championship. And here's your matchup, number 2. It will be the Queen Walkers against MCES. It's another top match here. I mean, we only got top matches, but what can we expect from this one going in 11 and 12 on the star side?
Yeah, this one is a lot closer. MCES has the advantage, 12-11 here, and they are going to be trying to at least try to keep that advantage there. I'm going to be interested to see what type of attacks, but each one of these qualified back-to-back months in here. So taking on Queen Walkers is no easy opponent here.
These teams have been together for quite a while. MCES has been here as a group for over 6 months now, but the Queen Walkers have got the edge in longevity. They've actually been together for over 2 years. So these are both 2 really impressive clans that have a lot of experience together. They're bringing all of that to bear in this last and final war of the quarterfinals. Only one of these 2 teams will get to advance, and of course, as we know, the MCES side does have a little bit of an advantage, but remember, both of these teams actually qualified through the regular process. That means that they've both gone through a full bracket and made it all the way through that best of 3 grueling grind fest, René.
Yeah, and both qualified around the same time, right? I mean, the Queen Walkers qualified in their 4th qualifier, and then MCS was right after. So it was like the new meta thing when we saw so many new teams trying to go for the World Championship. And I think both have been absolutely impressive in Poland, but can they repeat that here in Hamburg?
It's going to come down to whoever can step up in this situation and take the risks. I think each one of these clans has what it takes, but whoever steps up here is going to be able to push them to take on the Tribe Gaming, which would be in the semifinals.
These are our June and July qualifiers, so they made it here as summertime teams, but it's going to be raining on the stage, one side or the other, for the team that gets eliminated here and now. It's single elimination in this bracket, which means this is the last chance that you have to advance or go home packing.
Definitely not holidays time, I can tell you that. They will need all their concentration to get through here and face Tribe Gaming in the semifinal. Here's your quarterfinal number 2. It's Queen Walkers facing MCES.
We have MCES taking on Queen Walkers. For MCES, we have René, Hugo Stiglitz, Zinti, Irium, and Tryhard.
On the other side, the Queen Walkers have brought Stadra, Cuda 14, Klaus, Gaku, and Aaron CPB.
We're going to have to see which one of these is going to be attacking first, but MCES has the advantage, 12-11 at this point going into the second war. So this one is anyone's game. Just 1 3-star from Queen Walkers is going to tie it up, and then it can come down to percentage. And this one's going to be so close here, Woody.
MCES is bringing the same 5-player lineup that we saw from them in the quarterfinals. And in the qualifiers before this, the Queen Walkers have actually made 1 swap out. We've got Klaus here. Now the new player is a 19-year-old student, and he's going to have his first chance here up on the main stage to show us what he's got. Now, the player that I'm really looking forward to seeing attacking from the Queen Walkers to try to pull them back ahead would be Gaku. He's got the highest hit rate, and he's a balloon master. On the other side, MCES has got a really thick roster throughout the board, but I think Arium is the MVP to keep your eye on. He got 5 out of 7 3-star hits in the qualifier period, so
Yes,
great
absolutely.
chance to see him do, pull a repeat performance here.
Beautiful performance from each one of these clans here. It's going to be whichever one can step up and get those 3 stars. So we're going to keep our eyes on those players like you mentioned. But we're taking a look at Sinti on the screen. He was the one who got that final 3-star against INTZ to help push them to this stage here in Hamburg. And they came in, and what an unbelievable performance coming into the qualifiers. First time that they were there and they qualify. There were teams that came multiple times and they never ended up doing it.
Yeah, it's always a bit more impressive if you show up and the very first time you're at that qualifier, you walk straight through, and that was the story of MCES. They were considered by several of us to be the underdogs in that July qualifier, but nevertheless, it never seemed like they lived up to the underdog reputation, smashing team after team all the way through the finals. They are now certainly a force to be reckoned with, relatively new on this competitive stage, but already making a huge name for themselves. The French team leading with 12 stars against this Japanese team. They've been eyeing each other up all morning. Carmen, they have been preparing their bases, getting those armies ready. What do you think we could specifically expect to see from either of these teams on stage?
I think from MCS, one of their specialties is the Hog Riders. They love the Sui Mass Hogs. They came in with so many, and actually the finals, the game 3 in the qualifiers, 3 of the triples, out of the 5, were all Sui Mass Hogs. And actually 4 of the attacks involved Hogs, so they are one of the experts in that attack strategy here at the World Finals.
I think they also expected that this matchup might be the most difficult on both sides. We talked to Linade before the matches began, and he said that the Queen Walkers were the team that he was the most concerned about going up against, their nemesis. And then we talked to some of the team, the Queen Walkers team, and we heard from them, from Stadra and from Aaron CPB specifically. They both said that MCES was the team that they were most worried about.
Yes, MCES is a powerhouse coming in here, and we are going to see the first attacker. It looks like Hugo Stiglitz coming against the one attacker that we were talking about before for Queen Walkers, Gaku. Gaku's going to try to hold up Hugo here, but he's deciding to come in with looks like a little bit of mass E-Dregs as well. If I'm looking at that, he's going to use the King on the top side, some baby dragons to help funnel, but this wall breakers can maybe help break the Queen in to grab a multi-target Inferno and air defense, ton of value. He's going to have to be able to charge through here and then just fly and overwhelm this base.
Hugo Stiglitz is the main base builder for MCES, so a lot of the work that he's done for this war has already gone into building out the defenses for the rest of his team. It's all about cracking into Gaku's setup right now, though, and he's getting some amazing chain lightning value out of this E-Drag over on the left side. Looks like he's actually taken out an air defense early on.
Look at that, 2 strikes from the E-Dragon and then the Earthquake to help finish off that air defense. Beautiful job to get so much value here. Now he's gonna fly the E-Dragons in right behind, but he's got to move this Lava Hound. Here come the E-Dragons. They're going to be flying through the base here. If he gets a ton of value, still has this Stone Slammer, he's going to be able to help overwhelm the whole core of this base here, Woody.
Hugo Stiglitz told us that his superpower is confidence, even in the face of overwhelming odds. But it looks like the odds aren't going to be so stacked against him this time. Already 2 stars up on the board and passing that 50% mark. He does have to worry about a Tesla farm that's now popped up in the bottom right corner of this base, but still has lots of spells to support these Electro Dragons. Expect to see a high percentage 2-star, maybe even 3. Can he make it happen?
He's got a ton of E-Dragons here still in the core. The Stone Slammers now moving through this Tassel farm. A freezes down on this defense. A rages down as well. Can he take it down? Chain lightning. A handful of balloons are moving through. With one Tesla on the top side. Drops his haste down south so the balloons can fly in. He needs these E-Dragons to go straight for this multi-target Inferno. Oh no, a Sinking Air Mine takes out that E-Dragon. Oh, it was looking so good. He has 1 E-Dragon. I think think, what, actually 2 left
Okay.
to come down to this final defenses here, Woody.
They're really low on hit points, but they do have a Grand Warden backing them up. A little bit of a haste spell should get them there a little bit closer, but unfortunately they're kind of pathing along the outside edge. And the Grand Warden, helpful as he may think he is, he's targeting onto the buildings that those Electro Dragons are going after, rather than finishing off those defenses first. Just one little bit of base left, but he couldn't grab the 3 stars this time still. At 2-star, 94%, with an archer to try to grab the 95th percent. Gotta be happy about that, especially when you're ahead by a star already.
Yes.
MCES is not in bad situation because of this attack by
We were watching Gaku's reaction there as he was getting hit by the E-Dragons, but what a clever idea to use that E-Drag on the left side to chain, and then an Earthquake to help take down that air defense and help the E-Dragons fly right into the core of this one. But Hugo, very nice try. We saw the look on his face when the E-Dragons were getting taken out at the end.
Back to the drawing board for MCES. They came very close to starting off with that strong 3-star hit that everyone's looking for, but still the Queen Walkers are going to breathe a sigh of relief as that gap for them to enter into the semifinals is going to open up by just a little bit more. They're going to be moving in first with Stadra. The 20-year-old student from Japan is also a base builder for the Queen Walkers, but he's one of the players who hasn't yet gotten a 3-star for his team during the qualifiers. It's going to be up to him now to prove his worth. He's got balloons as his favorite troop, and looks like he's bringing a lot to this attack. 29 of them to support a 3 Lava Hound push. Now, we've often seen 2 Lava Hounds rather than 3, so this is going to be a bit more tanky of a push. It suggests to me that he thinks that there's still going to be several air defenses spread out that he's not going to be able to reach. Is that right, CarbonFin?
Yeah, he's going to try to push into this multi-target Inferno and that Eagle Artillery with this wall record to open up this section to get a ton of value. He still has that Skeleton spell, which means he's not planning on taking out that enemy Queen. Drops a Rage here. He's going to have to push through, but this Clan Castle is closer to the Town Hall. If there's a Lava Hound in the Clan Castle, might pull it up and slow down this Queen. We'll have to take a look that the Ice Golems freeze this whole radius. There is a Lava Hound. He's going to have to drop a Poison here to help take down these archers. That Queen might actually end up popping the Hound, so he's going to have to be careful here. He is coming in on Tryhard's base, so we're going to have to see what Stadra's going to have to actually come in with the Sui Alalo. He's going to have to overwhelm. He does have that Earthquake to help activate the Town Hall as he flies right over it.
There's more than one way to kill a Queen. Uses the Skeleton spell to get the job done. This time, Stadra is moving in with the main attack over on the right corner of the space. Sends in the balloons. We have got activation on that Town Hall now. Drops another Earthquake to get a bit more damage, and sends in the Grand Warden supporting with that Eternal Tome. Pops it and protects all of those balloons just long enough for the Giga Bomb to go off. He's moving into the center of the base now, CarbonFin.
Yeah, he's moving in with the Rage right over the Queen. He's going to have to drop, I think, where was this? He's moving in with the bottom side Lava Hound down there, but he freezes right over the enemy Queen there. The balloons are getting spun around, and it looks like he's losing a lot of force right over the whole core here. These balloons on the bottom side are going to get picked off. Still has one more haste spell at this point, but the enemy Queen is still alive, and he's going to have to look to try to get as much percentage now. Because remember, MCS is only up by that 1 star, so Queen Walkers are going to have to look to try to answer, and unfortunately, this one is not going to get it done here, Woody.
Ouch, yeah, he took out 3 corners of this base, but a Quart is still left over on the left corner there. Stadra finds Tryhard a bit too hard of a try to finish off this time. 45 seconds left for cleanup along the outer edges, and those minions have a few free buildings to be able to pick up, so that should get him past the 80% mark, but the Queen Walkers will still be a bit behind MCES with only 4 attacks left for each team out of the 10 that they get in this quarterfinal stage.
Yeah, just a few more attacks. We just seen the one from each side so far here on the Alive stage, and it is a huge difference attacking on this stage versus attacking behind it. And oh my God, you got the lights, you got the crowd, you got everyone here, and he's gonna have to try to help get as much percentage, just in the 80%, just 82, with about 5 seconds. There's too much health on this storage here to help get it done. But 82% 2-star, still a solid one, but MCS is looking like they have the advantage in percentage.
Both teams starting off solid with a 2-star, but not enough yet for the Queen Walkers to catch up to MCES. There's still that 1-star difference, but there are also still 4 attacks on both sides.
Let's check out MCES now, leading. They've got another shot at a 3-star here. It's gonna come in from René, one of the heaviest hitters right behind Irium. In fact, he got 3 3-stars in the qualifier back then in July. He sported a 91.7% average destruction. So along with the other members of his team above that 90% mark, you got a lot of high expectations from his French fans out there. Balloons are his favorite troops. And he said that the Queen Walkers are going to be his nemesis that he was most concerned about here in the arena. Can he take his nemesis down and claim that crown, CarbonFin?
Well, René is coming in with a Queen Walk attack with the Queen Walk Dragons, and he has actually not done a Queen Walk Dragons in any of the qualifier matches, so this is the first time we're seeing quite a bit of them. We actually saw one coming in with a triple that was earlier. Can René answer the call for MCES? Has a jump spell to try to get this queen into this core and be able to grab that enemy queen. Look at that town hall. It's completely on the outside there. Utah 14 feels like maybe they can put it there on the edge to maybe distract or bait an attack over there.
René is a 26-year-old logistics professional at Cannes. He's a French master here in the arena. This is, I think, the 8th attack that we've had a chance to see from him. Starting off with this Queen Charge, it seems like you noticed that the Queen Charge is coming back into vogue. She's going to get a jump spell even to boost her into the space and taking out the 2nd air defense now, leading the way for these dragons. She's carved a nice chunk out of the top corner of this base, which is going to really help the funneling for these dragons. They move very slowly, and so you want to get them onto their target as quickly as possible. Don't have many spells left here, just 2 free spells to kind of keep these Inferno Towers or air defenses at bay. Expect to see them come in soon, but that Archer Queen's still looking very healthy, CarbonFin.
Yeah, the Archer Queen was able to stay under the rage right there, and now she's gonna help take out that Eagle Artillery, drops the freeze over this air defense. That Stone Slammer's coming around the bottom side with 1 more free spell left. That Queen is staying up, which is a huge value, and these dragons can fly around the bottom side here. And this Queen can stay up, grab this air defense here, and work her way into this multi-target Inferno. We have about just under a minute left. Stone Slammer still alive. We might have enough for a 3-star for MCS. It's just gonna come down to time because there are so many dragons left, and there is no air defense left on the board here.
Very well could be a 3-star. I see at least 4 dragons still alive. The Queen's gonna make her way onto that multi-target Inferno, and taking that out is a really crucial benefit for this raid. That Stone Slammer is still surviving, and it pops down.
Wow.
2 more dragons inside. High fives all around for MCES. Their 1-star lead is pushed even further on the backs of a René. A 3-star strike against Judo 14.
What a beautiful attack coming in with the Queen. A charged dragon's got so much value. And look at how many dragons are still up on the board. René coming in for MCS to get that 3-star.
Pushing far ahead now. MCES is living up to the hype, and it's all smiles from René. Mass Dragon has done the job again. Man, we saw Mass Dragons from Boom over in the Tribe camp, but it looks like MCES has learned how to play that key strategy very well, using a lot of spells to support this Queen. In fact, more spells than I think I've ever seen with the Queen Charge, and then just relying on the overwhelming force of those dragons to swoop through this base, supported of course by that Stone Slammer kind of coming in clutch along the bottom right side to take care of a Tesla and help assist the funneling as well.
Yeah, that Queen was meant to stay up the whole time, and now we have Gaku, a 96% average destruction. Unbelievable. And can he come in and answer the call when the Queen Walkers need it the most? I'm gonna be curious to see what he's gonna decide to come in with. He's coming maybe with Sui Mass Hogs or so many different strategies, but it looks like he's coming with a Queen Charge, a minor attack. First time we're seeing it here today on the world stage.
Gaku scored 4 3-star hits out of the 7 during his qualifier, so over half of his attacks have been 3 stars. He says he loves likes to eat, and if he gets a big prize, he's gonna spend it all on sushi back home. Balloons are his favorite troop, and just like you mentioned, he's willing to bring at least one to this attack, but it's mostly gonna be on the ground. Mass Miner digging beneath these walls with heal spells and rages to try to keep them active, Carbon.
Yeah, the Queen's gonna walk around, drops this rage for the Queen to get through the enemy King, and that Town Hall is exposed so the Queen can walk up and pick it off. And let's see, maybe we're gonna see the King being dropped on the bottom side, and Miners right in between to move through the multi. There is the King at 6 o'clock. The Queen is gonna help take care of the Town Hall, and then there are the Miners right in between the heroes with the Grand Warden. He's gonna have to move his way through, drops the rage for the Queen to help take that Town Hall down. He has a few heals, drops it right over the bomb tower and multi for the Miners, but he still has to find out where he wants to drop and pop that Grand Warden ability. And look at that, the Stone Slammer has yet to be deployed.
These heroes are making a delicious Miner sandwich as they stream through the base from the bottom right side, heading now toward that Eagle. After they finish that off, they'll start to kind of sweep up toward the top corner of this base. Still quite a bit of hit points on that Barbarian King along the bottom, but this Queen looks like she needs a bit of help. Rage spell goes down, but it's too late. Fortunately for Gaku, though, he can salvage this. Those healers are going to go help out the Miners instead, so that's a little bit of a bonus for them as they continue through this raid. They'll need it, too, soaking a huge Giant Bomb hit, CarbonFin.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is healers can transition over to Miners, while if you're doing an air attack, they would just be sitting there, so it's very nice use. The healers are keeping the Miners alive here, but with about 50 seconds, almost around 50 seconds left in the raid, they're gonna move up to this multi-target Inferno. No more spells on the board, but the King is actually getting some nice funneling value on the top side, keeping these Miners in between. We actually might have enough. We have one balloon. Is this gonna be enough for Stadra of Queen Walkers to get this one? No, Gaku to get this one done.
It's gonna be awfully close, CarbonFin. We still have 2 Teslas left. Oh, Singing Airmine's gonna take it down. Unfortunately, these Miners do not target onto defensive structures, so they're just gonna go through the outside buildings first. They take down an elixir storage, takes down the first Tesla. There's only one Tesla left.
Just the one left hitting these Miners, but the storage is gonna be slowing them down with about 10 seconds left in the raid.
No.
He's not gonna make it. Let's see, 5, 6, 5, 4. The Tesla does not go down, and there was just a little bit left on that raid there.
Zippy zap those Miners away. Why do they have metal helmets on? Don't they know that conducts electricity?
Oh man, unfortunately came so close in that attack, but very nice try with the Miners in that.
Queen Walker showed that they're still on the hunt here for MCS and on the hunt for the spot in the semi-final, but MCS is leading and we'll try again with Tryhard.
Yeah, Tryhard's gonna be coming in for MCES. He's gonna be looking to try to add another 3-star after Linade came in with that Queen Charge Dragon attack. But let's see if Tryhard can come in, and he actually ended with a 3-star in the final attack in the qualifiers. Now he's deciding to come in with that P.E.K.K.A. smash. He's just gonna try to overwhelm this one, Woody.
MCES has a nearly indomitable lead in percentage destruction. They're ahead about 6 points right now, and that is a huge amount to overcome for Queen Walkers. That means that they really want to win on stars. If MCES can put up just one more 3-star hit from Tryhard here and now, that might be enough to set them over the edge and push them into the semifinal match against Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, look at all these healers angled on this Queen from the right and left side. Very interesting deployment of those. Now he has the King coming in from the bottom. Gonna help try to maybe set this funnel, and we're gonna charge in. There is the Eagle Artillery. There is the small, though, try to find any small bombs. It's on right next to the wall. Now he can try to get in here. Is it gonna be enough? Just barely. It does open up the wall. And now here comes the P.E.K.K.As, the bowlers. Get ready for the jump spell to lead right into this Eagle Artillery.
Perfectly placed jump, and a rage right on top of that is going to keep those troops swinging hard and fast. Tryhard streams into the base and will soon engage the enemy Archer Queen, but there's a line of multi-target Infernos that are going to start burning up this raid fast. He's running short on time, so he pops that Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability, protecting them for a bit longer. Finally, the splash damage is going to start like an avalanche. taking down those multi-target Infernos left and right, CarbonFin.
Hang on, this Stone Slammer is not going to the Town Hall. He needed that to go to the Town Hall. The Tesla pulled it to the top side. Is this going to be a problem? He has the Stone Slammer movement. He has the hasted balloons. They do go to the Town Hall. Are they going to take it down here? He needs it to at least lock up that 2-star. He does go down. That was so close from being a disaster there for Tryhard.
Well, what seemed like it might have been a disaster might in fact turn into a 3-star hit.
Wait a second.
There's not a whole lot of cleanup left, but look at those P.E.K.K.A.s, man. There's 4 of them, and they're all near full health. They don't have hardly any walls to stop them. They're just going to chop through this base. Can they beat the clock, though? 45 seconds left to clean up.
Look at this, the Baby Dragon's gonna help remove the air skellies. Now move on to the Archer Tower. Plenty of P.E.K.K.A.s left up in the raid. Minions down south, he is cheering. That's gonna be a 3-star for actually Tryhard. From what we thought could have been a 1 turns into a 3. What a beautiful dare to actually help get that triple and add it to MCS's total.
Seal the deal. He's tried hard enough. Nicely done with so much overwhelming force. The extra troops at the end there. 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, CarbonFin. I don't know if we've seen an attack with that many support troops left over in a long time.
I mean, there was a ton of P.E.K.K.A.s there. We saw the Queen Charge Dragon attacks, that they had so many left as well. But just these pro players are using the spells perfectly in their raids and getting these triples and making it look easy and teaching us exactly how to get it done.
That might be one of the first P.E.K.K.A. hits to strike that hard that we've seen in a long time. I don't remember any other one to get 3 stars yet today, so congratulations to René, giving us a master tutorial in P.E.K.K.A. play there. Let's go back to the Queen Walker side, though, where we've got Klaus. He's a 19-year-old student from the Queen Walkers. He's a new addition to the team, so let's see if he can live up to the hype. He says he wants to represent Japan here, and now's his chance to do it.
Absolutely. He's got his first time here on the live stage. Excited to see what he can do using this Grand Warden to help pick off that multi-target Inferno behind the wall. But no, there's this Seeking Air Mine that's flying all the way to these healers, unfortunately, and gonna lose one there. That is devastating to fly across the map like that. But now he's gonna try to power through that with one less healer here. And this Grand Warden can get a ton of value picking off this multi-target Inferno and then charging his way towards the Town Hall, because he is also gonna be decided to come in with a P.E.K.K.A. smash against Arium's base.
We've seen a lot of Queen walks, but not so many Warden walks. I think that the main advantage for this Warden is that he's got a really long range and that he can hop over walls. However, the drawback there is the lower DPS means that it takes a bit longer for him to take those targets down. Klaus is going to drop that Archer Queen instead along that 1 o'clock position to cruise along the outer edge of that base and send the main bulk of this force coming in, crashing down on that 11 o'clock spot with a jump spell to get them on target.
Look at all these archers coming out. We have a Baby Dragon as well, so this Queen is actually just going to be used as a Sui Valley toward the top side here. Still has the Grand Warden Tunnel Town, pops it. The Town Hall does go down. The Queen is actually working her way over to the right side of this base, but he still has that Stone Slammer. He needs to get a ton of value with these boulders in the core. But I don't know, he looks like he's losing a lot because these healers were picked off as he was charging in there.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah, P.E.K.K.A.'s pulverized that Town Hall, but they couldn't make it much further than that. Hopping through over that jump spell didn't give them I guess the boost that they needed to take down those core defensive structures. I think that multi-target Inferno was the MVP on defense, burning up attackers from the top and the top left sides. Still an Eagle Artillery standing in the center of this base, the key #1 defensive structure you want to be able to take down. It can attack pretty much anything on that entire map. And so it makes cleanup really difficult. Still, Klaus, with that 2-star, is trying to grab as much percentage as he can. Minions along the outer edge might get another building or 2 to push them up to that 75% mark.
So at this point, Queen Walkers are gonna hope to help pull up some defenses against MCS, because that is 2 triples that MCS has put against them, but 75% 2-star for Queen Walkers there. They're gonna have to look to answer the call.
Yeah, Cloud's base just got 3-star by Tryhard in the previous attack, and now he had to attack himself, but 2-star 75 kind of keeps the dream alive here for the Queen Walkers.
Back to MCES, where they're sitting with a massive lead. Now it's gonna be their MVP, Arium, an accounting student. The 20-year-old Frenchman got 5 3-star hits in the qualifying period. He said that wall breakers are his favorite troop, and his superpower is that he can keep calm, even in the most dangerous situations.
We'll have to see. Can he do that against Stadra on this attack? Deciding to come in, looks like with a Sui kind of Lalo, but the queen is near the town hall, so he might be trying to charge in, grab the town hall and that queen because he doesn't have a skeleton spell to try to get value there. And very nice bowler bounce right there onto the gold storage, getting the skip value there. Now the king is going to be used to clear the whole right side there. Here comes the wall breakers. They're going to open up. Don't be too many wall breakers and activate this town hall. No, just enough. Okay, if it got that shot off there, that town hall would have activated. So that was a close one right there, Woody.
Pulled out a skeleton trap as well. That might be nice for him, not having to let that queen deal with those little bony battlers. Barbarian King along the outer edge uses that Iron Fist ability, punching his way through these trash structures along the outer edge to provide that funnel that will be so important for this Lava Hound balloon hit. Archqueen's getting awfully low, pops the ability right at the last second to keep her alive.
Just gets it off and now is able to take out the enemy queen there as well. Beautiful use of the queen to help get that down. He knew exactly how much value his queen could get, and now he's moving in. He does actually drop the poison spell over on the archers. He's flying the Lalo on the top side. Here comes the Grand Warden. The enemy queen is already down, so he doesn't have to worry about her shooting. There are some dragons that come out, and here comes the balloons on the top side. Drops the rage. Get ready for the Grand Warden Eternal Tome over the core of this base. This is looking really strong with that Lava Hound flying up top there.
A few Teslas are going to distract some of those balloons as they try to float in to support the rest of this raid. Arium has taken out some really key defenses and has a ton of balloons left, but those defenses are still firing away. Archer towers along the outer edge are shooting those balloons as fast as they can, but without the splash damage, it looks like they're going to be coming up a bit short. Still, 2 multi-target Infernos are the last line of defense for Stadra to try to hold off this 3-star. If Arium gets the 3-star here and now, it is curtains for the Queen Walkers. Can he finish it off, though? That left corner is looking mighty strong.
Yeah, with that multi-target Archer Tower and Wizard Tower still up on the top side there. Only 1 balloon and a dragon left in the composite. They're flying around with the Grand Warden. About 40 seconds left in the raid. 2 Wizards to help with cleanup. But I don't know the health of that dragon there, but even that's still so much to get through. That Archer Tower can just pick off the dragon as it's approaching. With about 30 seconds, Woody, it's still a really high percentage and definitely going to help MCS in the long run.
Yeah, it looks like Arium managed to get that Lava Hound over onto the outside of the base. Won't have to worry about it distracting for these defenses, but still has got a multi-target Inferno and an Archer Tower. Just lost his Grand Warden, and I think we're going to hit the 96, maybe 97 if this Wizard can get a few pop shots off, but still, you got to go for those defenses first.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get a 97% 2-star there for Arium of MCES.
Leaving just barely an opening for the Queen Walkers to hope and pray for 3-star back-to-back hits to pull back into this. We've got 2 more strikes coming up shortly. Aaron CPB and Yuta 14 are our last remaining attackers. They both scored 3 stars in that qualifier round. Aaron CPB with an average destruction of 78%, pushing higher than that in the pre-round yesterday, and with 2 3-star hits in the qualifier period. He says that balloons are his favorite troop and MCES is his nemesis clan. Can he take him down?
Yeah, the 2 triples that he came in with, like you mentioned, were a Sui, a Lalo. And is that what he's going to come in with on this attack? And indeed, it looks like that is what he's deciding to do here. He's going to actually have switches over to this wall wrecker, but he's going to have to find a way to take out that enemy queen. Has the Valkyrie there to maybe help set this funnel. We're going to have to be pull some Teslas here. He's going to have to charge in, drops the king at the bottom side. Be curious to see which way he's going to run, because these Teslas can change the pathing of the king there. The Valkyrie is going to help move that, but he's not going to go to the bottom side. I'm curious to see if that's where he wanted the king to go, Woody.
We haven't seen too many wall wreckers in this competition yet. They work really well for targeting directly onto that town hall and support usually ground-based attacks, but Aaron CPP's gonna keep it flying high this time. Looks like he's using that wall wrecker mainly to support this Archer Queen to get her into that really juicy compartment where she can take out the Eagle, she can take out air defenses, she can even take out one of the multi-target Infernos and maybe continue on into this base.
Look at this, he's starting the Lalo from the complete opposite side of the town hall. He knows they have to go all out for the 3-star, and so he's flying already. The Queen is taking care of this Lava Hound and taking care of the pups, needs to take out that Eagle Artillery and that Queen, because it doesn't look like he has anything else for the Queen in the core there, but she's pushing her way through, doesn't have ability at this point, but he's gonna have to fly in with the Grand Warden. Where's this Grand Warden getting blown back by the sweeper? But the Town Hall's on the complete top side there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough to get through.
Opposite corner attack, that's a bold strategy, Carbon. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, he's pushing his way through, still has the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, pops it, doesn't grab all of the balloons, freezes this Town Hall, but they're gonna move over to this sweeper and then the Grand Warden platform, and that Town Hall staying up. Is this gonna be a 1-star? Is he gonna have enough for this Town Hall there? They're gonna move up and around, there's a few balloons left, and unfortunately, for Aaron CPP, it's going to be a 1. They knew they needed to go for the 3 stars because they've already been hit with 2 triples in this war, and they were down by 1 triple coming into here. So they had to go all out for it. Unfortunately, it backfires and results in a 1 here.
You push it all in with a beautiful flush of troops, but the full house stands strong, knocking that push down. Aaron CPP, we got to hand it to him. This is clearly a base that he could have gotten the easy 2-star against, but he put it all on the line, aiming for 3. And you know what? Even if you miss your shot at the moon, you'll still land among the stars.
Tried everything humanly possible here for the Queen Walkers to get back into this matchup, but that 1 star really hit their dreams hard now. And MCS, they're on their way to the semifinal.
Yes, MCS has their 1 final attacker, and we have Sinti coming in an average destruction percent of 96%. He was the clutch attacker in the qualifiers to get that 3-star, which is exactly what they needed to advance here. An unbelievable performance, and now at this point he knows he pretty much gets that 2-star, and that's gonna lock it up for MCES.
He earned 3 3-star hits from the qualifier round and had one of the highest average destruction of any player at that 96% mark. I think his only competition was the 97 that we saw from Tribe earlier. Still, back into the action now. Our last attacker for MCES is the main strategist for his team. He loves working out really clever attack strategy, so expect to see some fancy play here. Electro Dragons are his favorite troop, but he's staying grounded this time with the Mass Hog Riders. He does also consider himself a Hog Master, and he's learned a lot from his teammates, so let's see what he brings to bear. Knocking down this Town Hall nice and early to give these Hogs plenty of room for the cleanup along the outer edge.
Yeah, the Hogs are coming through the top side. The Queen's gonna actually get stuck on this Lava Hound, but the enemy Queen goes down there. And look at this, the Grand Warden is following this mass wall of Hogs on the top side. They're moving through this Tornado Trap. It's gonna slow him down a little bit. He doesn't have any more Hogs, so he's gonna have to pop this Grand Warden Eternal Tome right there through the Eagle shots. And as the Hogs split off in all these different directions, perfect use of the Eternal Tome, drops the heal right in the core there, and on the side to keep the Hogs healed up. 1 more heal spell left for the back end, but finds a Tesla farm. Be ready for some giant bombs in between the Teslas there. There they are. Some skellies on the ground, but oh my goodness, there are a ton of Hogs left. He's got to get this heal spell here, Woody. Is he going to have enough to finish off this base for the 3-star for MCES?
That's a lot of base to deal with and only 1 heal spell left to get the job done. He's going to use it a bit early. Now that will give him a bit more firepower as he makes his way through the space, but he could run out at the end. Oh no! A giant bomb explodes right on his Hogs. Not what he wanted to see. Still has a bomb tower and a multi-target Inferno to get through. Skeletons chopping away at these Hogs. They've only got 1 more defense. A sprint trap goes off. Can anything go right here for Cynthia?
Oh my goodness, there's a handful of Hogs left with this Grand Warden, but can the Skellies go down with over a minute left in the raid? Is Cynthia gonna be able to help clutch and get this 3-star for MCS? Just a few Hogs left over, and MCES, a matter of cleanup at this point. Beautiful job there. Gonna add another 3-star for MCES. Gonna be the third one of this live stream for the World Finals in the first round quarterfinals. Beautiful job there. Gonna be able to definitely clean this one up. Perfect attack and gets it done for MCES.
So many Hogs gave their lives to make this victory possible, but congratulations to Synthé pulling off the 3-star victory in the end. He sealed the deal, and the MCES Frenchman will advance to the semifinals.
We're gonna still take a look at the final attack from Queen Walkers. They're gonna try to at least add one more 3-star, but we're jumping into the replay of Synthe's attack with the Hogs coming out top side. Got so much value with that wall wrecker to take out not only the Town Hall, but also the enemy Queen. There was just pushed right into that. The Queen took care of the Lava Hound and the pups, and then grabbed some of the defenses on the backside behind that. And then the Hogs just moved right around the base. Perfect use of the Grand War Internal Tome as they all split off in different directions.
Last attacker for the Queen Walkers is going to be Yuta 14, the captain of the team. He's a 25-year-old office worker from Japan. He says that the Archer Queen is his favorite unit. He's actually got some experience in the competitive scene prior to the Clash of Clans World Championship. He was a competitor in WPL, which is Japan's official Clash League. As the champions from that scene, he's now moved on to the global stage, and with this quarterfinalist placement has got a lot to be proud of. He's got one more chance to show off his skills and try to get another 3-star against MCES's Synthé.
Yeah, he's looking to come in with a kind of Queen Walk Miner Hog hybrid attack. The Hogs and the Miners will work together. Miners take out all the buildings as they're moving through, plus the enemy Queen, and the Hogs go from defense to defense to help take that down. But let's see, the Queen's gonna be able to charge in right behind this wall wrecker. He can grab this Town Hall. That's a ton of value in this charge, and then get ready for the Miners and Hogs to move right in together.
Charging straight for that Town Hall. That wall wrecker had a lot of hit points left, but it's gonna crash and crumble just as soon as it makes contact with that key defensive structure. We're gonna activate the Giga Tesla as it starts to zap away, but an Ice Golem inside that wall wrecker is gonna provide a bit more coverage for this Archer Queen as she tries to make her way in to get that first star. Looks like she's got a Lava Hound to pop through first and a lot of damage left to do as the pups are streaming out now. Poison gets dropped by Yuta to clean up those remaining CC troops, and the Queen is now on a path to victory.
Yeah, the Queen is moving through here. The air defense is firing down on his healers, and he's losing them one by one, and unfortunately he has to drop another rage there. And now here comes the Hog Riders, here come the Miners right in between these heroes to move right towards his enemy Queen. Still has his Queen ability and another free spell and 2 heals to move through here. Get ready for the Grand War Eternal Tome as he's pushing his way through the core. King burns his ability. He's looking pretty strong here through the core, and then the Queen, if she can stay up, she can help clear the whole back end to the bottom side there. There's the Grand War Eternal Tome. He's moving through. Gonna have to make his way to the Eagle Artillery, Woody.
It's dangerous to overestimate the ability of your Queen, and it looks like Yuta might have done it this time. He dropped that rage spell a bit late. Still, he's got her alive, but with only one healer now, the third one having gone down to a Seeking Air Mine. Looks like the backside troops are doing their best to clean up along the outer edge, but still with a multi-target Inferno burning through this assault. Yuta 14 doesn't have much left in terms of offensive capability. He's got a lot of defenses left to knock down. That 2-star 75% is solid, but with a lot remaining, MCES's mighty fortress will stand strong.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had the Hogs and Hybrids. The Hogs and Miners were not able to push through the core of the base, and he lost them, and you're seeing his reaction there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to help try to get that 3-star, but still a very great performance from MCES.
MCES taking the win here, creating an all-out European semi-final on top of the bracket right now. They will face Tribe Gaming and Queen Walkers. They have the same fate, the same destiny as INTZ. They will go back home. They're out of the World Championship.
Lining up on stage now to shake their opponent's hand. The second quarterfinal round is now in the history books. Tribe will face off against MCES in the semifinals tomorrow.
Well, that is going to be a great matchup. What a beautiful performance from MCES coming in to get the 3 triples in this war on the live stage here at the World Finals. Unbelievable job, and that is showing exactly why they deserve to be here.
That's right. These two teams fought hard in their one and only qualifier to make it onto the stage here today. They didn't give up any secrets that they didn't have to. They struck hard. But now one of them's going home. MCES is going to be advancing. Congratulations to the Frenchmen. They've got a lot of new fans, and I'm sure even more fans now that they've done so well on the world stage, René.
It seems like lighting or pressure couldn't stop them at all here to put on a great performance in the first quarterfinal. With that, we have our first matchup for a semi-final, which will happen tomorrow, and that will be Tribe Gaming, the Germans facing MCS from France.
That's going to be a great matchup, both coming away with so many triples here in the quarterfinals. But we're taking a look at the next matchup there, Vitang and Nova on our screen. That is going to be a very interesting one. I can't wait for that as well.
German team fighting off the French team. I smell a bit of a national rivalry brewing here. We've got 2 more matches left today. Remember, Vitang and Nova are on the bottom side of that bracket, as well as Team Queso, your number 2 team, facing off against Shenzhou, the top-rated fan vote, qualifying here as a wild card.
It will be an interesting second half here now. Our bracket is not over, not at all. We've got so many amazing matches coming up. What we also got coming up is Judo, who gives us a bit more insight on the attacks we just saw.
MCES doing what they do best, getting 3 stars, and we had the Dragons used again. This is how you can do it at home. A beautiful use of the Queen Charge for this one, setting up the funnel on either side here with the baby Dragons, allowing the Queen to then power straight into the base. Now, we did see Boom of Tribe Gaming using this as well. However, this variation is using the Queen Charge, and I wanted to break that bit down for you. So the Queen very successfully coming into this area, scary moment where she nearly walks around the outside of the base. However, whenever you are doing this at home, you've got to take note of the buildings on the inside. Notice all of the buildings here, which will actually draw the Queen into the base. Recognizes that as an attacker and able to power forward. And that is what turned this attack into such a brilliant 3-star. Once the Queen is inside the base there, it's all just about keeping her alive. Very good base recognition to recognize that the air sweepers were pointing in different directions away from where the attacker was coming in from. That means that the healers are perfectly safe. Nothing to worry about on that one, and it means that rage spells can then be used right onto the healers and the Queen to ensure that she just continues to take down them defenses. Nothing to worry about on that one, although Queen Walkers trying to put a lot of troops in the clan castle, distract that Queen, take a lot of time. MCES not worried about that, able to just slowly get through that area, and what he's doing here is setting up pathing for the Dragons. That is the main thing with that attack strategy. So you can see the Queen is actually carving out this entire area of the base. And what I want you to note as well is when the Dragons come in, the phases are merged together incredibly well. That means that the Queen is able to stay alive. Once she's taken out that area, the King can power down this other side in order to make sure that the funnel is set on either side of the base, and the Town Hall left the first target for the Dragons as they come in. You've always got to make sure that the Giga Tesla is one of the first targets for the Dragons because it does a ton of damage to them. So when they first come in, they can take down that Town Hall. They can power straight in towards the buildings and defenses themselves, and their main targets are the air defense. So with the funnel being set up with the King down this left-hand side, the Dragons can put down into the center of the base, take the air defense, and wrap up things in style. MCES into the semi-finals, but we still got more matches to come, and I cannot wait. So let's hand you back across to René.
Thanks, Judo. Now, I want to ask quickly, we got this pre-round, we explained that to people, right? The teams played 5 attacks each. in that matchup already. Do you think that was the deciding factor here that MCS came with that, even if it was a little gap of 1 star?
I think just that small gap right there can make a huge difference. You have that confidence to be able to come into the next match knowing you have that 1-star lead, and you can play a little bit safer while your opponent has to take a little bit more risks.
Well, we've got 2 more matches left today. Half of them are down and out, and half of them are left to come. But I gotta say, we have got an extremely close match at the end of the day. They're actually tied in stars, Team Queso and Shenzhou. The match that we've got coming up between Nova and Vatang is a pretty interesting one. In fact, Vatang had quite a bit of difficulty going up against Nova's bases. Their defenses held faster than any other teams in the entire Clash of Clans World Championship. In fact, there was a 1-star hit yesterday, so expect to see some of the best bases in all of Clash of Clans in the war coming up soon.
Yeah, more coming your way. We're only halfway through. And here's matchup number 3. Nova versus Vatang. Nova on 12 stars coming into this quarterfinal. Vatang on 9. That's the current state of the matchup, but that doesn't tell us anything about the actual result.
No, anyone's game, but Vatang's going to have to really step up to be able to make a comeback here. Nova might play it a little bit safer in this strategy, but we'll have to find out what they're going to be coming in with, but Nova has that lead at the moment.
Nova Maldo has got an extremely deep roster. They have a lot of resources to draw from. They've been planning for months and months to get to this point. In fact, they were one of the teams that competed the most number of times alongside INTZ. They were in the qualifiers several months, and so to have finally qualified in the very last chance that they had in the last qualifier, they'll be going up against the May qualifier in Vatang, a team that hasn't had that experience, that practice for the past few months on a big competitive scene, and it's just all a matter of whether or not they were taking that time off to practice and prepare for this final war that we have here today.
Will a competitive experience be the key here in quarterfinal number 3? It will be Nova facing Vatang.
We have Nova taking on Vatang. We have UCP, Wan, Wei, XC, and L period.
Over on the other side, Vatang brings Lanzalotta, PSH, Caldron, Younghun, and Urek.
This is going to be a huge matchup. Nova with the advantage at this point, but it's looking like UCP of Nova is going to be the first attacker, an average destruction percentage of 84%. We're going to see what he's going to decide to come in with, because Nova actually qualified here with only winning the 2 wars. Actually, both Vatang and Nova won in the qualifiers, the first 2 matches in the finals. They didn't have to go to a force of game 3. So this is a clash of the titans here.
That's right, yeah, and it's pretty interesting to point that out too, because I think that both of these teams are very consistent performers, but they put all their chips in when it matters the most. Nova was actually, I think, 0-4 in the preliminary stage moving into the bracket, but because they accumulated enough stars to advance, it didn't matter that they lost any of the wars. This time, they know what they've got to do. It's putting up more stars than Vatang does, so whether you get that through offense or defense, it's the same either way. Their defense held up magnificently yesterday, earning a 1-star victory against Vatang, and leaving them with a 3-star advantage overall. That puts them in an extremely comfortable position here now. Both of these teams have been together for 2+ years, so they're very familiar with the attack strategies that their teammates like to use, and knowing how they prepare together. There's a lot of inter-team synergy here, and we're gonna see it all on the line now, CarbonFin.
We will see it all coming down to these final moments. We have UZP gonna be hitting Cauldron of Vatang. And UZP has actually gotten the 2 triples in the qualifiers. Going to try to get a couple more, at least another one here to add to Nova's lead, which they do have that 3-star lead at the moment, 12-9. So be curious to see if he's going to go more for the safer 2 to help make sure he locks up that Town Hall, the 2-star. And Vatang really has to take the risks here.
UZP has a 33% hit rate, earning 2 3-star hits out of the 6 wars that they fought in their most recent qualifier. He had a 92.2% average destruction, so get ready to see some buildings crumble. He says that his mindset is to ensure that the strongest survive. The survival of the fittest is his primary principle here, so it's all about bulking up and bringing the heaviest attack you can. Balloons are his favorite troop, but he's going to go for Hog Riders this time, staying on the ground. He's a 33-year-old working at an electronics factory, so let's see if he can bring to bear all the skills he's learned with this team and preparing for the match today with this Hog Rider hit, Carbon.
Yeah, we have Wei just scouting right up behind his shoulder to help make sure he activates any of the royal abilities and doesn't miss anything. Now the Queen is going to be charging into this base. So let's see if the wall breaker is going to be able to open the wall. They do. So now the Queen can get to this Town Hall and be able to take that down. There is the Lava Hound over there, which is actually going to be moving away from the Queen. That's going to help quite a bit. Has to freeze the Town Hall to make sure that the Queen can help get through, and the healers do not get hit and taken down way too quickly here. And he does have the skeleton spell that can be used for the enemy Queen, but he's charging through here. Still has the Hog Riders and that Stone Slammer. This is looking pretty strong here, Woody.
It's looking very strong. Yeah, this is an interesting base layout from Cauldron. It seems that most of the defenses are kind of packed into that top right section of this base. Spread out multi-target Infernos, as well as an Archer Queen and an Eagle Artillery kind of toward the center section there. He gave up that that Town Hall really early, but it looks like he will still be able to push through this top layer with Hog Riders streaming through, crashing into a lot of giant bombs, though. They've taken a ton of damage, CarbonFin.
Wow, look at these Hogs moving through. Pops that Grand War Internal Tome as the Hogs are kind of splitting from the Warden, drops the Poison and the Skellies right on top of this Queen. Is it going to be enough for the Hogs to move through here? No more spells. The Queen is actually going to stay alive. A balloon on the back end to help try to pick off the air, that move over to the Archer Tower. They're going to be taken down there. The enemy Queen is still alive. She does not go down. The Hogs are moving through this bottom side here. He's going to have to rely on the Queen and her ability to take the Queen down. Is he going to have enough to get through? It looks like the Hogs are getting picked off slowly as they're moving through the bottom side of this base. Still has the Royal Cloak of the Queen, but that multi-target Inferno is actually reachable from the inside of this base here. About 45 seconds left. If this Queen can walk around and get these defenses, this could potentially be a 3-star here for Nova.
Might still be the 3-star. The cleanup is looking good. The Queen is actually going to target onto that wall instead of walking around it, so that might be a bit of a difficulty for her. It looks like UCP does have a bit of cleanup, but he's got to hold on to that Goblin a little bit longer until that Archer Tower can retarget. It's going to move on to the gold storage
seconds. Oh my goodness, and they're going to kick it off with a 3-star for Nova. About 15 seconds left here. We have the Wizard and the Goblins on the outside. This is going to be the final thing. Units left, they're going to be able to take it down. They're celebrating. They're going to be a 3-star for Nova.
With only seconds remaining, UCP has done it. 3 stars to start the day for the Chinese team.
What a beautiful Queen charge Hog attack. Even took the Skelly spell when he didn't even need it because the enemy Queen did not go down to it. So beautiful job, got so much value. That Queen ended up helping finish off the rest of this base. And that's the beautiful thing about a Queen charge. If you keep that Queen alive, you keep those healers alive, she can help finish off a base and get that triple just like he did for Nova.
Now with a 4-star lead, Nova is going to be extremely hard to catch up. Vatang basically needs to 3-star every single attack that they have in this war, CarbonFin.
Yeah, they're going to have to answer the call now at this point or hope for some solid defenses. You know, you're trying to hope for those 1-stars, but when your opponent knows they just need that 2, it could be a completely different strategy.
Vatang stepping up to the plate. The first attacker will be Young Hun. He's a 28-year-old, works at Incheon International Airport, so I might get a chance to see him pretty soon here on my travels. He didn't manage to get a 3-star in the qualifier period, but had an 83% average attack. He said that Lava Loon is one of his favorite strategies, but he's coming in with Mass Dragons this time. He saw a few successful Mass Dragon hits in the couple of wars prior to this one. Might have learned a thing or two, and let's see if his planning pays off here, CarbonFin.
Yeah, he actually has the bat spells as well with these dragons to help move in, help move around the base. We're taking a look at where you gotta keep your eye out on the splash damage buildings like Wizard Towers, multi-target Infernos, and then as he's gonna try to charge in and that sweeper. Let's see what's coming out of this clan castle, some archers. There also might be a Lava Hound, which won't come out if that Queen does not walk inside the base to pull it there. The Stone Slammer's coming out top side. Get ready for this Grand War Internal Tome over this Town Hall. He does pop it there. He's moving through the sweeper. He's getting a ton of value, but hopefully this Lava Hound does not draw the dragons down, but it looks like it's going to over there. Oh, unfortunately, we're gonna have to work and pop that Hound.
Yeah, he loses a couple of those dragons, actually even more, maybe 3 or 4 as they work their way along the outer edge toward that Lava Hound. Still, they're all pretty well, relatively clumped up here. They're gonna pass back, retreat, and regroup for the second stage of this air attack here. They'll take down that air sweeper, a good hit for them as that sweeper can really slow down these dragon attacks. Uses that free spell to lock up that Eagle Artillery and give these dragons another little bit of a chance. Can that balloon clump take out the Eagle Artillery? Would be really helpful.
That will help quite a bit. The Eagle does go down right there. He's got some cleanup on the top side, but unfortunately this air defense and that multi-target Inferno are gonna be way too much. Plus, look at those Expos, Archer Towers, way too much. Those bats, when he dropped, got picked off so fast. That multi-target Inferno actually ended up having to pick off a lot of the bats after the freeze wore off there. And now it's gonna finish right near an 80%. Looks like it's gonna finish about 78. He's got to work his way all the way through this gold storage with just about a minute left. I mean, Vitang needs to try to answer with some 3-stars to make a comeback here.
Plenty of time to finish off this gold storage, but Vitang, without the 3-star in their first hit, are gonna need a defensive victory against Nova here now.
If they're going to be able to get this one, the matchup, they're going to have to be answering that call. I'm going to be curious to see what type of attack strategies they're going to try to do. We saw in the previous war, they came in with flying around from the opposite side of the town hall because they knew they needed to go all out for the triple, and that could result in the 1-stars. But at this point, you have to take the risks because if you don't win this war, you are not going to be advancing and going home.
I'll tell you what, Carbon. Patience is a virtue, often is rewarded, but I'm not quite sure that this Archer is going to get the job done. That gold storage is looking pretty beefy, and I think it's thanks to those reinforced locks that it's going to be able to hold up against that bow attack.
Emily the Archer tried everything that she could, but unfortunately it ends with 2 stars and 78% for Vitang. With that, they're not really on track here to beat Nova, especially since they started with a triple themselves.
Yeah, to start off this war with a 3-star is a huge confidence booster. And now we have XC coming in for Nova to try to answer the call. Be curious, he's joining the team here for the World Finals. Can he step up in the clutch moments to help give Nova an even greater advantage in the quarterfinals?
With a 4-star lead, Nova's got little to worry about, but this is not the time to take your foot off the gas pedal. XC is one of the new members of the Nova team, and we'll see soon whether this 25-year-old is gonna have the skills it takes to justify his spot on this world-class roster. A master of the Hog Riders instead has brought 7 dragons here. He really enjoys travel, and said if he earns a big prize here in this $1 million prize pool event, that he's going to use it to take a vacation somewhere, CarbonFin.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely needed after all the practicing and building that went into these world championships here. So much time and effort, and he's deciding, you know what? The drag bat is going to be the strategy for this base, flying in towards that town hall. And he still doesn't actually have the Stone Slammers flying on the top side by that Archer Tower. So we still are going to have that multi-target Inferno towards the bottom side of the screen. 2 E-Dragons are actually flying in here as well. Can he get the value in the Chain Lightning? Get ready for the Grand War Internal Tome. And there it is, popped. He needs to take this Town Hall down. He's gonna be able to help clear it, but that Ice Golem is not distracting the Wizard Tower on the top side, and that's where the bats are coming through.
XC is losing a lot of troops to that Giga Bomb. Saw them pop out of that siege machine, and almost immediately afterwards, they fell down to the ground. Dragons have met quite a bit of resistance from this base, trying to get some support from those bats, but multi-target Inferno burns them up faster than a hot knife goes through butter.
Unfortunately, not going to be able to help get to the core of this one with that Eagle still raining fire down on the troops. The E-Dragon's left up, Wizard as well, trying to grab as much value as possible, but he's at just in the mid 80% here with about a minute left here. And a lot of the troops that went up to the top side, but that Ice Golem was stuck on the outside mortar, and unfortunately, he had to use that free spell too early and could not use it later for the multi-target Infernos, which then took out the bats as they flew through this base here.
Last Electro Dragon goes down, and XC will have a 2-star 87% to go home with.
2-star 87%, still a solid percentage there, and they are looking very good, in a great position at this point to help try to advance to the semifinals. And now we have PSH for Vatang. They need a 3-star in this moment. Can they get this done, Woody?
PSH has done it before. He got 2 3-star hits in the qualifier. He's one of the strategists for Vatang, enjoys working with his teammates to try to figure out the best way to crack through a base. He says he really loves the challenge of finding the most difficult base to try to take down. He's gonna have a really good challenge up against Nova coming up soon.
Yeah, these are the moments that they have been dreaming for. So can they step up and get it done? And he's in the attack. We're gonna jump into it here with the Queen Walk Miner Hog hybrid attack. We've seen it once before here, and it's a very strong strategy if you can help set that funnel. So the miners will go building to building, while hogs will clear the defenses way quicker. And let's see, because he's gonna have to charge through here, and they need a 3-star at this point because everything's on the line.
PSH said that the prize that he's going to win from this Clash of Clans World Championship, he's going to take home to his wife to boast about his performance here, and then promptly hand over the money straight to her.
Really nice, look at that. But now sending the wall wrecker from the top side. We have the king up there as well. Queen's at the bottom, and he's already sending the miners right in right away. He is not waiting, so he's gonna have the queen walk around the outside of the space. Hogs are coming down. Beautiful thing about using the miners is they will be able to help activate the town hall by damaging it. Then the hogs will target it, and you can use this Grand War Eternal Tome, move it through, and the hogs can help take out the enemy queen through the core. He's got to get that poison down. There's so many archers, and then baby dragon in the core. Queen's getting some nice value, and he's trying to charge through here, but can he have enough here? He already had to pop that Grand War Eternal Tome over the Town Hall. He's looking over his shoulder here to help. Is there a poison spell that has not yet been dropped, or he has a second one in that composition? It looks like.
Yeah, you can still hold on to that and use it a little bit later if he finds some more enemy troops to have to deal with. He's going to drop a free spell and catches that Wizard Tower there, trying to give these miners a little bit more of a push through this base. They still have a multi-target Inferno on the backside though, and I think that might be an even bigger threat to have to worry about. Usually you see a lot of heal spells with these mass miner attacks, but it looks like PSH has gone instead for that freezy kind of strategy, trying to reach through this base and shut down enemy defenses. Fortunately for him, though, his Archer Queen stuck on that Lava Hound means that he's going to be missing out on a lot of offensive DPS that he needed to take out those defenses earlier on. He still has quite a bit of time left for cleanup, and if he can make it through these pups, that Queen should be able to get quite a bit of damage in here, but she's going to start taking shots from 3, maybe even 4 defenses as she moves through, and I think that those healers are a bit too slow to keep up.
Yeah, he had to pop the Royal Cloak right there to help get the Queen as many of the buildings as possible. The Queen goes down, a 91% 2-star with 1 wizard on the outside here. It's gonna get picked off as he moves into this expo. Unfortunately, not gonna get this one done. He ran out of the troops right in the core there. He had to pop Grand War Eternal Tome pretty early because of that Town Hall and the Giga Bomb. The wizard, it's like, gonna try to make it through, but that expo is just gonna stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, he can do quite a bit of damage, but he's kind of like a glass cannon. He needs something out in front to boulder through and protect that firepower, else he's going to go down just like that.
Higher percentage for Vatang here, but still just not enough. They're not living up to the flow and the rhythm they would need right now to play their game and actually find themselves in the semifinal here.
Yeah, Vatang really has to step up, but it's coming down. Next attacker is Juan, and I know Juan loves to use those E-Dragons. He's a master with that attack strategy. Can he get it done here? But I mean, he's done so many different attacks, and he's deciding not to do E-Dragons here, but coming in with the Queen Charge Hogs, he's gonna move through the ground this time.
Juan is one of the players that Nova added during the course of their push through the qualifiers. Earlier on in the previous months, they didn't have him on the roster, and they had a bit more difficulty making it deep into the bracket, but with the addition of Juan, their highest hit rate player, he got 4 3-star hits out of his 6 attacks in the last qualifier. He has over a 90% average destruction, so he's definitely the sort of guy that you would want to see put that final nail in the coffin for Vatang. Nova is looking to claim victory here with this heavy-handed hog hit. And Juan is the sort of guy to trust in his teammates to finish things up afterwards.
Look at that beautiful use of the balloons, and using the rage not only to help the balloons, but also the healers to keep that queen alive. The multi-use of that and taking out that multi-target Inferno was a beautiful idea to help charge the queen into this base. Drops another rage for the Town Hall. He's gonna get so much value through this base here. He needs to be able to take out that enemy queen. He's gonna be able to charge here. Here comes the Hog Riders. Where's the Grand Warden right behind? He's coming down, still has the Stone Slammer, drops it on the bottom side, pops the queen ability. Can she go for that enemy queen? It looks like she locks on, and the queen goes down right there in the core.
Nicely done, Juan. Keep up the pressure. Hogs are going to make their way onto that Eagle Artillery, but trigger a giant bomb in the meantime. They're taking a ton of damage, but they're pounding back just as hard as they're taking it. These Hog Riders find another big splash damage. A giant bomb goes off, or maybe that was a bomb tower. Wizard Tower firing away at them as fast as they can. Can they make it through, CarbonFin?
Look at this. The Expo is in the core here that the Hogs will be able to take out. The queen stays up on the outside. This is looking really good for Juan. Oh, Nova, there's nothing left in the core other than that Archer Queen platform. She can just work her way all the way around. The defenses are now going to be down. It's a matter of cleanup. You can hear everyone cheering for Juan of Nova. Going to be able to add another 3-star to the board and help get them another advantage over Vatang.
Wow, so impressive. That is gonna be it. Nova with 20 stars now on their 8 attacks is gonna be nearly impossible for Vatang to catch up.
Beautiful job with that planning to have that queen walking on the outside to the top, and then sending the rage to help the healers to keep that queen alive, and then the balloons move over the wall to grab that multi-target Inferno. Such beautiful planning in that attack. And now we have Cauldron of Vatang that has to answer with a 3-star of his own, and literally everything's on the line in these attacks.
Cauldron is a 28-year-old student. He's the captain of this Korean team. He also has one of the highest hit rates of any member of this team, earning 3 3-star hits in the 6 attacks that we saw during their May qualifier. He said that Queen Charge Lalo is one of his favorite attacks, but he's using P.E.K.K.A. Smash this time. He said that he picked his name Cauldron because it's the #1 player in billiards. That's one of his favorite pastimes. So shout out to his namesake there. He says that he enjoys extreme relaxation, even in the harshest of conditions. And that's what Cauldron is going through now, as Vatang, down by 7 stars, has got a massive hill to climb.
Yeah, everything is coming down to these attacks. They need to be able to get the triples. The Warden Walk is going to be able to walk his way towards the left, it looks like, but there's still some buildings on the right side. We're going to be curious where the Warden's going to walk. Remember, the Warden is a support unit hero. The moment you drop the P.E.K.K.A.s, the bowlers, the rest of the troops near him, he's going to stop hitting whatever he's hitting. He's going to go move over to help support those units.
So he was going for that gold mine over on the bottom corner, but instead now, once the P.E.K.K.A.s are down, he's going to shift his focus to support them. We get a jump spell right into that major compartment over on the left side. That'll get them right toward that multi-target Inferno. nice and fast. That'll also pull out the Clan Castle troops and give Cauldron perfect clearance here to drop that poison spell to get a bit more work done on them. He's actually choosing not to drop the poison spell, though. He sees that Lava Hound flying up top, and he's going to wait for his Archer Queen to pop them before he drops it.
Yeah, the Town Hall is still alive, hitting the healers and everything in the core, and he has yet to drop the Stone Slammer, making sure that the Town Hall is going to be dealt with. The Queen is working on the Town Hall here, has to jump on the backside of the top, and there is the Stone Slammer to the left there, and has no more spells, unfortunately, for whatever's going to come out of here, but that Queen ability is going to help take down that multi-target Inferno. He's going to get quite a bit of value here, but no more healers, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to pop that Queen ability and hope that the rest of the troops can get through it, but with no more healers and no more heal spell, these troops are gonna just start losing health so fast to these defenses here, Woody.
That's gonna be it. Man, we expected to see some of the best bases in the business, and Nova has not disappointed. I don't think there's been a single 2-star against them in the entire series yet. The 8th attack now in the books shows an average destruction that's gonna be just around that 80% mark, but wow, Nova's base building is unparalleled in this Clash of Clans World Championship, CarbonFin.
Yeah, there are absolutely beautiful bases. They've put in so much effort. Nova actually was doing a 30-day boot camp before this, getting ready and preparing for this World Championship. So they have been testing bases so much every single day. And you can tell they are extremely prepared and coming in with one of the top-notch bases we've ever seen.
A little bit of cleanup left along the outer edges, and Cauldron is going to reach that 90% mark, far above the 79% average hit that we've seen so far from Fatang. So congratulations to him, but still a few more defenses along the outer edge that he just couldn't pass up.
Bases so far of Nova proved too challenging for Vatang here to strike a 3-star attack that it was so desperately needed on the way to the semifinal. But next up will be LP from Nova trying another 3-star for them.
Curious to see what LP is going to be coming in with. I know he is one of the Air Masters, and that's exactly what he's coming in with, the Queen Charge Lalo. And he's going to be popping that King ability to help set that funnel, finds a tussle over on the outside, drops the Rage, opens up that first wall right there, has a handful more of wall breakers. Can he actually keep charging in and get not only a 1, 2, or even a triple layer wall break here, Woody?
Dutch Master will waste no time on his way in. Period is a 23-year-old student. He earned 2 3-star hits in the qualifying series. He said that balloons are his favorite troop, so let's see the Master in his element. He said that his specialty is getting a last-second triple, so don't wait. We're going to see until the very end of this attack whether or not he's going to get the job done.
We saw some of the attacks that we thought were going to be 1-stars that actually turned into 3-stars here. So you can't ever count any attack out until that final buzz, the time goes out. Now the Queen is going to help take out this Town Hall. And then once he grabs this Town Hall, I'm going to be curious where he's going to start the rest of the raid. But there's some wall breakers. He's going to try to charge in and get the enemy Queen because he has no other way of taking that Queen down.
Lots of resistance against this Queen. He pops her ability and finishes off that Lava Hound. The pups come out, and some skeletons are going to take some damage alongside the pups in that poison spell. Nice early stab here from LP, and he'll move into the second stage of his raid now. He's already finished off that Town Hall for a 1-star, and that second one is going to be coming in very shortly right afterwards. Sends in a dragon and some balloons to take out that Eagle Artillery. Nice snipe there from L. Period. Wow. That's going to be really difficult for these defenses to hold up when so many troops are still crashing in. He's got a multi-target Inferno, but freezing that leaves very little resistance.
Wow, look at that. The dragon was able to help take out that enemy Queen in the core. Tons of balloons left. This is looking good. He's shaking his head. They are actually clapping there. It's looking wonderful for LP of Nova to help finish this one off with that Queen Lalo. The Queen walking and getting so much value on the top side. He still sent wall breakers up there, didn't get it, but he was able to help charge the Queen, and that dragon inside that Stone Slammer clutched up, took out that Queen. Another 3-star for Nova.
Magnificent, magnanimous. This Master of Disaster has got it done again. A third 3-star hit from L. Period will ensure their advancement to the semifinals. Nova is sitting high and dry with 2 attacks left to face off against from Vatang.
Look at that. 3 triples here for Nova in the second match of the quarterfinals. And now Vatang is just looking to try to get some more 3 stars, but unfortunately with that 3rd triple right there, that's pretty much going to be it for the, but I mean, we still want to see what Vatang can do. Can they end up actually answering with their own? It looks like a P.E.K.K.A smash is the attack coming in here. We're using the Grand Warden on the outside towards 3 on the right side. We'll be able to help reach over the wall, set the funnel, and then charge into the base with the P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers.
Carmen, we saw a 5-star gap as the biggest so far between MCES and the Queen Walkers. It looks like Nova might be on the path to make it even larger with their performance here today. They've already got that expected 6-star gap, but could close it out even higher with their last remaining attack. Still, let's give Urek a chance at the limelight. The 29-year-old from Seoul, South Korea, says that P.E.K.K.A bow, which is his favorite strategy, and he's brought it to bear in this crucial moment. He wants to use his prize money to buy an iPod, and he's gonna have a lot more left over after that. $1 million up for grabs here in the total prize pool. And what does first place get again, CarbonFin? Isn't it $250,000?
$250,000 going to the first place winner of the first ever Clash of Clans World Championships. It is unbelievable to see everything being put together, and now Vatang wants to try to get their share of that prize money. But we're trying to charge in with the P.E.K.K.A. Stone Slammer takes out that Town Hall. Healers stay alive in the core. We still have another haste for potential balloons that come out of the Stone Slammer to get the value, but that Queen still has her Royal Cloak. She can stay up and help clear the whole top side. This actually might look like I have a chance, but looks like the P.E.K.K.As are going down in the core. No more healers, unfortunately.
Sometimes attacks start off really slow and build up strength, and sometimes you just gotta lay it all on the line, send them in, and hope for the best. Urek is definitely one of the massive attackers on the team Vatang, sending it all in as quick as he could, but those troops just could not get that like pancake squish effect they were looking for quickly enough. And with that, it looks like we're gonna have a 2-star from Vatang, passing that 80% threshold thanks to the cleanup along the outside edge. That baby dragon still raged up and burping as fast as he can. Those fireballs are pretty hot. I don't think that Dark Elixir drill can withstand the heat, CarbonFin.
It's just the baby dragon left here trying to get as much percentage. Archer Tower shot and pick it off here. About an 84% might be able to grab this, but the air defense is gonna help pick it off and finishes at a 2-star, 84% for Vatang.
No chance here for Vatang to catch up to Nova, but I have to highlight Nova on 23 stars, which means if they do another triple now in the last attack, they're on 26, which is currently the highest star number in the quarterfinals. So Tribe Gaming is on the same, and then we've got 22 and 25 and 22. Oh, 22 and 20, by the way. 25 would be...
That's a lot of numbers.
No, 25 is MCS. There's too many numbers for me now.
Stick to your appreciation of the baby dragon. We had a beautiful baby dragon in that last hit, René, and I'm sure your eyes were glued to the screen as he got his last little hits off.
Yes, and now we have the final attack for Nova. Way. Can he help get another 3-star? Can they get 4 here and 1 away from a perfect war? And he's trying to come in with that Queen charge Lalo, dropping the Queen on the left side. He has some wall breakers to be able to charge into that potential multi-target Inferno that's up on the top side, but that Eagle Artillery is towards the bottom. I don't know if the Queen's gonna actually end up walking down and back around. Be curious to see wall breaks right into this bottom section here, actually. He's gonna be able to reach over the wall, grab the Eagle, a multi, clear the clan castle, and then there's the jump leading into the enemy Queen.
Wei is a 22-year-old captain for Team Nova. He's got some of the best experience of any player on this team. He's been playing for over 6 years now. He said that he loves scouting out bases to try to figure out a way to deconstruct them, and really relies a lot on the support of his teammates to make sure that he gets the job done. He's actually got one of his old teammates and his coach now, LMF, in the arena to help boost the profile of this Nova team. Wei is looking, as René mentioned, to get that last 3-star and ensure that they have the highest score of any team at the World Finals here.
Very impressive to be competing for such high stakes here and getting it done. So much is on the line. It's unbelievable the focus that these players have. And Wei is focused on taking out that enemy queen. Still has her royal cloak, has to drop this Grand Warden and the balloons because time. If you don't drop it enough, you're gonna run into the time fail issue. But there comes the balloons. Lava Hound is actually flying all the way across here to the bottom side because that's the only air defense left in the base. Queen Burn's ability, can she work on the enemy queen here? Looks like she's walking towards the top. Pops this Grand Warden Turtle Tome over the Town Hall. Is he gonna be able to help take it down? It does, and he's moving through the back end here, Woody. Can he get it done?
It's gonna be tough, but he's got a lot of balloons left to do. It uses that final freeze spell, and that could be enough. The balloons are making their way onto that multi-target Inferno. It can only burn up 5 balloons at a time, and there's way more than that still left. They've got one more air defense to finish off and a couple more archer towers along the bottom side of the space. Fortunately for Wei, they will target onto enemy defensive structures, and I think that's gonna be it. CarbonFin, 3 stars for Nova, puts them at 26 total, the highest score that we've seen from any team in this competition.
Putting up 14 stars in this one more 3 stars. Unbelievable performance. We saw Tribe do that in the first game, but to do it here live on the stage when everything and all the eyes are on you, unbelievable from Wei of Nova.
Nova with so much to be proud of, the rising star. The newcomers, having been the last to qualify for this event, are all of a sudden gonna be the talk of the town now. They might be the team to beat when it comes to handing out that $1 million prize pool.
Absolutely. Everyone's got their eyes now on Nova with that unbelievable performance. And I mean, that is, look at that. They're actually on the opposite side of Tribe Gaming, and those were the top 2 performances of this quarterfinals. And now we have one of the final attack for Vitang coming in with that Queen Charge Hog attack. Can they end up actually answering and trying to pull closer? They need to get a triple. They're gonna try to get it with this Queen Charge attack.
Last chance for Lance Lata. He's a 31-year-old office worker from Korea. He hadn't gotten a 3-star yet, so now's the time to do it as the finisher for Team Vitang. He says he really enjoys the heavy pressure, and now's the time to make the most of it. With 27 Hog Riders to back up this early hero charge in the top, that Queen is doing her best to stay up and active. Has to use that ability, though, that Royal Cloak gonna protect her for a little while as these troops stream on through. Healers keeping her nice and topped off. Can't she make it all the way to the Town Hall, CarbonFin?
Woody, the Queen is trying to charge here under the rage. Had to pop the Royal Cloak, unfortunately, but she can reach that Town Hall there. Had it, took out the enemy Queen, but there is this Eagle Artillery, which is gonna probably be firing onto the Hogs. That Queen stays alive here, and he's moving through, still has the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Probably when it splits, pops it now through the Eagle shots. Town Hall goes down. Actually, the Queen is actually aggroing and holding on to that Expo, so it's not hitting any of the Hogs. Drops the heal, moving through another rage. Queen goes all the way up and around the base. Has some back-end Hogs, but I'm trying to see the Hogs if they're making it through this court. It looks like they're getting picked off one by one there and losing the strength in the middle.
They are, yeah. There were a couple of, it looks like Tesla traps along the outside of the base that kind of messed with the pathing a little bit of these Hog Riders. Not being able to go after that Eagle Artillery until almost the very end of the raid has also been a big detriment for Lance Lata's Hog-based army here. That splash damage has been devastating for the Hog Riders, and with the last couple of spells left, he's going to use them on this Archer Queen to try to push through the center of the space, gut out the remaining defenses, and find as much cleanup as he possibly can.
Still has that heal spell, but unfortunately, the Hogs are all gone at this point. Gonna try to get as much percent. Just watching here, has the Wizard on the outside. Queen is taking fire from that Eagle Artillery. About 40 seconds left in the raid. These are gonna be enough. Maybe drop that heal for the Archer Queen, but no, the Queen's gonna go down to these Eagle shots here, and then that Wizard is gonna go down as well. Finishes off at a 71% 2-star.
There we go, Nova! René being dominant here on the stage. 4 triples on the way to the semi-final. They couldn't be stopped by Vitang here. So we'll see Nova tomorrow in the semi-finals with a lineup definitely that we need to look out for. That is crazy.
Nova and Tribe each with 26 stars total, but Nova with a 7-star advantage over their opponents. One of the most dominating back-to-back wars that Clash of Clans has ever seen on the grand stage here. Tribe, MCES, and Nova are now your 3 semifinalists. Just one more to find in the last war of the day.
Yeah, just one more of them, but an unbelievable performance getting the 4 triples there in that war on the live stage here. The first time it's ever been done. I guess the next thing we're hoping to see is a perfect war, but you have your fingers crossed for that.
Perfect war might go a bit too far. I mean, it can happen.
Yes.
Clash of Clans proved to us that everything is possible here in the World Championship, also during the qualifiers. Here's a quick update for you on the brackets. So we've played nearly all of the quarterfinals. We're just waiting for the last one, which is Team Castle versus Shenzhou. But we've got Tribe Gaming facing MCS, and then Nova. Yeah, they will see the winner of this last quarterfinal that is coming up on their way to, hopefully, the grand final.
Yeah, this next matchup is going to be the closest one here, 11-11, meaning this one is just going to be this one war that comes down to this moment. So whoever wins this one could be advancing to be facing Nova.
A Nova Maldo needs an opponent. Team Queso and Shenzhou both got 11 stars in the pre-group round. That means that they're going to be neck and neck as we move into the last war. Expect to see it come down to the very last attack, the very last one. I can't wait to see how it goes, René.
Definitely. I mean, we were waiting for a close matchup all day long, and now we get one to finish off our first day at the World Championship. But before that, we speak once again to Judo and everything that he knows about the attacks we just saw.
You guys mentioned it all with regards to Nova. So impressive. And this attack by One really pulled it together for me. Planning, execution, adaptation, it had it all. Starts off with the Queen charge up to the top here, but notice the healers are slightly offset. Now that is to ensure that as they get towards that multi-inferno, they will not be targeted, but he has a plan for it anyway. The adaptation starts straight away here, having to put the king to the Tesla in order to then funnel perfectly for the queen. But now we talk a lot about using the rages on the healers for the queen. One able to very successfully just shift that deployment very slightly to ensure the balloons get onto the multi-inferno, take that down, and then still provide that healing effect for the queen. Now she slowly gets through the lava hound here, not an issue with that multi-inferno down, and the king still doing a beautiful job. What we see now is the queen coming down to that town hall, and we've already set a funnel slightly off to that side as well, just to ensure that she does come into the inside. Very important, because he wants her to attack the enemy queen. Once she steps into that place, it's really about merging your phases together so the Hog Riders can now come forward, has the pathing for the Hog Riders set here so that they come straight in and towards the Eagle artillery. That is why we have the Stone Slammer down to this bottom side. If you can get onto the Eagle incredibly fast, then you are onto a winner. As with this attack, uses the heal spell, shifts across to the other side with the rage on the queen, back to the Hog Riders. The coordination and execution was on point, and that is why this one really just wrecked the base. Nova, though, really putting up a performance there. We still have another matchup, though, so who will they be facing in the semi-finals, René?
And that's the big question, Judo, and that question will be answered shortly, I can tell you that, because here's the last matchup of today. Team Castle has been the second pro team in the Clash of Clans circuit world, basically, right after Tribe Gaming, and now they're facing Shenzhou here for hopefully a semi-final spot. But Team Kessel, we saw them in qualifier number 2. That's where they qualified. What happened in between?
Well, they've been participating in many different events here, but they are going to try to come away with the victory here. I don't mean, it's 11-11. It's as close as you possibly can get. And it's going to come down to this final war to see who is going to be advancing to be playing Nova.
Yeah, I'd say that in the past 3 wars, there was a team that definitely had a bit of an edge. The one that had been more experienced, or it had a bit more of a strong vibe going for them, or even a star advantage is the easiest way to put it. But in this one, we don't have a star advantage for either team. Both of these teams have a lot of experience on the international stage. Queso having qualified much earlier, seems like they might be a bit more of a mysterious team to come up from the many months ago. But Shenzhou, we've seen a lot of them in the past few qualifiers. In fact, they were at several during the course of the summer, moving into the fall. They were the #1 fan favorite by a landslide. They got over half of the votes from the voters at home who were determining the 2 teams that would win wildcards. So there's a lot of fans out there cheering on Shenzhou. It's going to be a nail-biter, René.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Team Kessel is one of those teams that really lives and strives for that pressure that they have. We saw them on stage back then, and they were emotional, and we're really going at it. So we'll see if that happens here on the big stage, if they can roll with it and then get into the semi-final. Here is the last quarterfinal. It's Team Kessel versus Shenzhou.
We have Shenzhou taking on Team Queso. And for Shenzhou, we have Hai, Easton, Todd, Paul, and Wolf.
Over for Team Queso, we have Rigo Torres, Michael DP, Oskiden, Almolin, and Fed.
This is going to be the #2 seed versus the #7 seed here. Who is going to be advancing to be taking on Nova? And this is the closest matchup of this whole quarterfinals, 11-11. So it's gonna come down to every single attack. Neither one has the advantage at this point.
Team Queso is a really interesting squad. Alongside Tribe, they were one of the teams that formed around this game in particular, being mobile gaming experts. Of course, Chief Pat over at Tribe was the founder there, but the Alvaro 845 is the leader of Team Queso, having assembled this master team of Spanish conquistadores. We'll get a chance to soon see whether or not they'll stand up to the mighty Shenzhou.
They've had so much time to prep and practice for this event. It was all the way back in April when Team Queso qualified, and they've just been participating in events since then, and everybody has been under and learning who Team Queso is, and this is the core group. Every single one of these players on Team Queso participated and qualified back in April, and now we're jumping to Wolf's attack for Shenzhou.
Yeah, Shenzhou will have the right of first attack here. Wolf is a 35-year-old businessman, and he says that he's an expert with all troops. There's nothing that he can't throw at your base and have a solid chance at earning that 3-star win. He says it's the achievement of a lifetime to be up on here on this global stage for the Clash of Clans World Championship. And if he gets a big prize from it, he's going to spend it out on a nice meal with his teammates. He says that the camaraderie he feels from working together with so many great players is the best reward in itself.
Absolutely, but he's focused right now on the Queen Charge Hog attack, deciding to help that Queen jump in. Has the jump spell here. Maybe the Queen didn't follow in the way he wanted, so he's gonna have to adapt on the fly. The Town Hall is over there. Where is this Queen gonna go? But there is the Lava Hound that comes out of this clan castle, so he's gonna have to take care of it. The Town Hall does activate, unfortunately, there. So now he's got to deal with the Town Hall fire on his Queen, plus has the King moving on the top side, but get ready for the Hogs, because this is looking like a pretty strong push here, Woody.
This is a glorious split move here. The King along the top side of the space and the Queen going along the left corner and now into the core of the base. Thanks to that jump spell, be able to get her over those walls. She'll make her way now toward those sweepers, and then maybe even toward the enemy queen and eagle artillery. Those are a couple of really juicy targets to finish off this early in a raid, CarbonFin.
Yeah, he just popped the queen ability to take out the enemy queen and working his way through these expos. He's getting it fired on 3 expos at the moment. Has to pop a raid spell or the queen's gonna go down, and now the queen is down. Unfortunately, cannot take out this eagle artillery. The warden's flying to the, actually no, moving down with the hogs. You're gonna move in. They already popped that Grand Warrior Eternal Tome, but these healers do transfer actually off to the hogs over here, so he's gonna be able to use the healers, and there's a final heal spell. Is that enough here with the final moving through this base here? He's got no more spells, but those healers are keeping the hogs up nice and healthy.
It might be, yeah, those healers plus that Grand Warden along that backside. The life aura is going to give them a hit point boost, and yeah, there's still quite a lot of them there. They could even soak a giant bomb and not be too concerned.
Oh my
here, high-fiving 3 stars from Xinzhou. The Chinese team is gonna start it off with a killer hit. 100% destruction will pull them ahead of Team Queso.
Beautiful queen charge hog attack there. Got it on the very first attack here on the live stage. And now that puts Team Queso in the hole, and they have to answer the call. I mean, they're only down by the 1 star. We saw the other matchups being down by more, so Team Queso has a great opportunity, but can they answer the call in the moment now?
They might be in the hole, but there's plenty of cheese with holes in it, so they're not out of their element by any means. We're gonna see the first attacker coming up soon. It's going to be Fed. Fed is a psychology student. He's 24 years old, and he says that he really enjoys taking part in a series that is helping to develop Clash of Clans as an esport on this main stage. Of course, we've got $1 million prize pool that these teams are competing for, so we're very excited to crown our first world champion and see them walk away with a big chunk of change.
Now we have Fed coming in with this queen charge Lalo attack. He actually did not get a 3-star at all in the qualifiers back in April. So can he step up on the biggest stage of his career and get the first 3-star for Team Queso here? And he's leading off the charge. Drops this jump into this eagle artillery. Gonna be able to move on to the multi. The queen's over there. And it looks like a ton of value so far. And then he's gonna have the Lalo to move around.
Yeah, this early charge from the queen is something that we've seen quite often with those 3-star hits. It's all a matter of whether you can take out those key defensive targets, being the eagle artillery and the enemy archer queen. It looks like Fed's gonna have just enough to get that job done, but he's used quite a few spells to get this queen into the center there. Pulls out the CC, and it's gonna be archers and a lava hound. Lava hound's gonna be blocking for these archers to begin with, and that's why he's gonna pop that poison a little bit early to catch those archers and the pups as they start to scream on out. He did bring 1 minion as well to help take down those enemy pups and keep those healers safe on the backside, and it looks like they will stand. Another rage spell to get this queen topped off. Air skeletons are going to distract her for a little while here, though, but can she stay alive?
The queen ability goes off there. She stays alive. Healers are under rage to bring the queen back up. Finds the tornado trap, meaning the balloons will not get spun around, and they are moving to the top side towards this town hall. Oh, the queen goes down, unfortunately, but it's okay. He got the value. The eagle artillery, the clan council, the queen, and tons of other defenses that set a beautiful funnel here. So now he has to focus on freezing that town hall, using the Grand Warden Eternal Tome over it, and then having a final freeze potentially for the back end multi. But there it is. Get ready for the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. He pops it, and he's moving through. Can he, Fed, get his first 3-star of not only the qualifiers, but for Team Queso here right now in the World Championship?
There's quite a few balloons left there. Drops the last freeze spell. The balloons are making it on.
Oh my goodness!
Target Inferno.
Queso.
Finish it off. They still have an air defense on the backside, but that's going to be it. The last remaining defense, and 33 seconds left. And Archer Tower, the lone last standing thing that can shoot up at the skies. And Fed's looking pretty confident. He is running a little bit low on time here at 90% left and 20 seconds left to do it.
Look at that.
These balloons just don't travel that fast. Fortunately, though, he still has some pups and minions along the outer edge, and I think he might get the job done. Those 4 buildings left are the last ones there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
3-star!
3 stars, Carbon.
Jeez, unbelievable to answer the call. Fed gets gets it done for Team Queso.
The battle is definitely on here. Both teams starting with the triple, both teams starting with 11 stars into this quarterfinal, and definitely so much pressure right now. No one with a lead so far.
To answer the call, not get a single 3-star in the qualifiers, and to get his first 3-star now to lead off Team Queso, not only to lead it for Team Queso, but also to answer the call from your opponents who got the triple. Unbelievable. They needed that at that moment. Perfect timing.
Talk about a clutch hitter. Wow. Well, we're going to go back to Shenzhou's side of the map, where we've got a new player now. I think he might have been introduced as Izum, but I'm seeing him now as Catwalk Dom. Catwalk Dom, the second attacker now from Shenzhou. Carbon?
We're gonna take a look at the Queen. Actually, that's the Electron. The first time we're seeing the clone spell being used here. Let's see, we have the balloons, tons of action balloons, 34 of them. Using the King to help clear a section here with dropping a few balloons to help take out that mortar there. And then the Queen hopefully can step up and grab a ton of value. Get ready. We're seeing the battle blimp come in. Remember, it goes straight for that Town Hall. You're going to typically want to use that to take out the enemy Queen with an E-Dragon Loon in there. If you're going to be using it in the Lalo portion, that's what he's decided to do here. Queen stepping up, takes out the air defense, takes out an archer tower, and here comes the blimp right over towards that Eagle Artillery. Going to hopefully get a ton of value here and need to take out that enemy Queen. Pre-drops the rage. Here we go. Keep an eye out on the clan castle. It's a dragon and a witch in there, so the E-Dragon's going to actually take some time to move through this core here.
Clones a few of those balloons along the backside. It's going to be some additional firepower trying to take down that wizard tower. E-Dragon's going to chain some lightning onto these defenses, and wow, it deals a ton of damage, CarbonFin.
Look at that. The E-Dragon completely gutted the core there and took out that enemy Queen. And now he has a beautiful funnel for this Town Hall. And where are all the sweepers down? I think so. So now he's going to fly in from the top side, kind of counterclockwise. Finds the Tesla farm. Going to be able to help take that down. But, ooh, these Teslas are really hitting these balloons really quickly. He's moving in. Warden as well. The Town Hall is activated. But those Teslas on the top side really shredded those loons.
Teslas and some air mines up there as well. I think the defense by Fed was perfect. Exactly what he was expecting. A lot of aerial attackers along the top side. Managed to take them out. Now there's still quite a few defenses on the bottom as well. That multi-target Inferno is going to cause the most trouble for Catwalk Dom. He's going to use that the Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability to protect those balloons as they make their way into the core of the base, but he's taking a ton of damage. Pounce the desk. He knows that he's not in a good spot here. Balloons getting dragged to the outer edge of this base thanks to a little bit of a tricky defensive setup here from Fed. He's making his way to the last compartment, but those balloons can't withstand much more, CarbonFin.
Yeah, there's those two multi-target Infernos still up there firing down on the balloons. It looks so good taking out all of the core there. And unfortunately, those Teslas really ate up the balloons and he got picked off and didn't have enough. I think he might have actually taken so much value out that he had, I think, 3 Lava Hounds. Would have probably loved to switch out 1 Lava Hound for more balloons so that he can try to overpower the rest of this one. But unfortunately, it's not going to get it done for a 3, but still going to be a really good percentage at this point. So it's going to come down to the next attack for Team Queso. Can they answer? And they're going to have to look for a 3-star of their own because right now they are down on percentage.
With 6 attacks each, these two teams are closer than any others that we've seen in the game. So as you noted, every percentage counts here. With Shenzhou having a little bit of an average destruction lead, they're going to be able to secure that advantage now with 96% total damage in their second attack.
96% 2-star with the Electron. They're using the clone spell to clone up the balloons so you have that E-Dragon gut the core is a really strong attack strategy. But unfortunately, he didn't have enough balloons on the back end. And now we have Miracle DP coming in for Team Queso. Can he get this? He was actually the MVP of Team Queso, and he came in with a handful of triples when they needed it in the qualifiers to make it here in the World Finals.
The attacker, Michael DP, is going to be moving in next. Looks like we've got a Lava Hound, couple of them, and backed up with 23 balloons. relatively well-protected town hall toward the interior here has got 3 multi-target Infernos, quite centralized. A lot of times you see those far spread out, but instead the defender Catwalk Dom here has dropped his Eagle Artillery and Archer Queen toward the exterior of his base.
Yeah, the queen is going to be up on the top side. She's going to walk around, pops the king ability to try to have this queen walk around the walls here and go for this town hall. We have this archer tower. Queen's gonna reach over the wall for it. Out comes a baby dragon, a witch, not a lava hound, so the queen should be able to make an easy work through this base here. And let's see what he's going to do, because that multi-target Inferno can hit these healers if he's charging right on by it. He still has the Lalo to fly through. The enemy queen is on the back side towards that Eagle Artillery, so he's gonna have to try to charge through and get all this value here, Woody.
Michael is a 23-year-old student and has one of the highest hit rates of any member of this team. He got 4 3-star strikes out of the 7 wars that he fought in the qualifier. El Crack is a master with wizards and loves to play soccer in the free time. Let's see if he can shoot the goal he needs to keep Team Queso in contention for this war.
Keep your eye on that queen there. Maybe you drop a freeze for the enemy queen because he does not have the queen ability. There is the freeze spell. Oh, the queen is barely. He's going to drop the rage to keep her alive. The healers are getting hit by the multi-target Inferno. Beautiful use of the free spell. And now the queen can still get some more value. Unfortunately, that multi-target Inferno is going to take the healers down. But if this queen can step up and grab that multi, that's going to be a huge value. Here comes the balloons with the Grand Warden. The multi goes down. Woody, this is looking really good because he kept that queen and got so much value there.
She's still alive and firing away at this clan castle now. She's got a little bit of protection now.
Oh my goodness.
The rest of these defenses, and that's really going to play to Michael's benefit now. He's got a ton of balloons, and there's no splash damage on the backside of this. This is an easy 3-star. Put it away in the books, CarbonFin.
Look at that. They're going to answer to go back to back for Team Queso when they needed it, and they're coming through. One of the clutch attackers, look at that, smiling. He's looking over at his teammates. Plenty of balloons, 30 seconds left in the raid, and look at that. Keeping that queen alive with that freeze, to freeze the enemy queen was key to get that value. And there is your 3-star for Team Queso.
Team Queso still on the accelerator here, trying to leap away from Shenzhou, and they did well with a second triple in a row there. And now Shenzhou has to come back.
Team Queso leading now in stars, but we're still exactly even on average destruction. Both of these teams have destroyed the same number of buildings throughout their 7 attacks each. It's going to be back to the other side now, where Tad is going to have his chance to get Shenzhou the lead once again. The 30-year-old member of the team works on a printing staff, and he says balloons are his favorite troop. I've seen a lot of players switching away from their preferred army composition, though, in this war, and going instead for something different. This time it's going to be 11 bowlers and 2 witches with 3 P.E.K.K.A.s on the ground.
Yeah, he's deciding to come in with a little bit of a Warden walk into a P.E.K.K.A. smash. Let's see where this Grand Warden can get, because usually when you use that Grand Warden there, he can take a lot of time to get through these buildings, especially the storages right there. But he's setting the funnel really easily, and now here comes the P.E.K.K.A.s right in between, and he's going to be able to charge in. And keep your eye on that Stone Slammer. Usually it's used on the back end, but hopefully this Tesla doesn't pull some of the units to the left side here. It's going to be interesting to see where these bowlers are going to be charging through.
We saw a lot of unprotected buildings along the bottom and left side edge of this map. Tad's going to make advantage of that by using archers to kind of pick them off along the edges. That means that most of the firepower is going to be concentrated on the inside there. It's going to be really crucial that Tad gets great value out of his spells and out of this Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability. He's going to use it right here early on in this raid to protect them as they start to take fire from all the expos. Eagle Artillery pounding away at them. He's going to start to get burned up by multi-target Infernos along the backside, but don't even wait for that, because the Giga Tesla is zapping through this raid.
Oh.
I'm not sure if anything's going for the Town Hall, CarbonFin.
Yeah, you're right. The Stone Slammer's moving on the top side, but the Queen is actually making her way towards this Town Hall, drops a rage, and still has that Queen ability, pops it right there, but loses a healer to the Seeking Airmine. Can the Queen grab the Town Hall? It's going to be close.
She does. She barely manages to finish it off. That's going to be the 2-star that Shenzhou needed to stay in the race. up on the top side. Meanwhile, we've got a big old drop from that Stone Slammer. Balloons are streaming out, but they're getting burned up just as fast from that multi-target Inferno. Tad has secured the 2-star with that Town Hall going down and is surpassing the 70% threshold. He's going to get even more along the outside edge as the cleanup is continuing along this base. A few air skeletons are going to cause some trouble for these healers, but I think that the archers and wizards are going to be unperturbed by this disturbance.
Yeah.
That's going to be at least 80% CarbonFin.
Unfortunately, he lost the core push in the middle of that base. Granted, he did send the king on the outside on purpose to help set that funnel and make sure everything goes toward that Town Hall. But a lot of the stuff went to the left. That Town Hall stayed up a lot longer than he wanted to, so the queen had to pick it off. And there it is going to be a great defense for Team Queso. So they are looking really good. They have a great position at this point. Only an 80% 2-star right here with about 20 seconds left in the raid. And they're going to try to grab this final elixir storage with the archers. Should be able to grab that for about an 81% there. Or 82, I might add. And there it is. And no, the Builder Hut.
83.
Every single bit matters. There you go.
83, not a bad attack for Shenzhou, but not what they were looking for after the triples on the side of Team Queso. But the big hitters is still coming, right?
That's true. Yeah, they still have some heavy hitters left. Hai and Paul Leong are both known to be able to get the 3-star hit. Hai, in fact, is the captain of his team, so you got to expect that he'd be able to come in clutch when this group needed it. Next up, though, it's going to be the captain from Team Queso, Rigo Torres, 23. Earned a 3-star hit in the April qualifier for Team Queso. He's got an 81% average destruction. He's going to need to kick it up a notch if he wants to score a shot at the semifinals.
Rigo Torres, one of the Queen Charge Lalo experts here, and he is an absolutely can wreck bases with this attack strategy. Uses the king on the outside to help set this funnel. The Queen's walking around to the right side, has yet to drop these healers. Beautiful placement to keep them on the right side there, away from potentially crossing over the core of this base and getting in range of a Town Hall. But there it is, moving in. There's the wall break, but the healers are getting hit by the Town Hall. He's gonna have to freeze this, otherwise he's gonna have to lose it. There's the freeze spell for the Town Hall, but the Lava Hound does pop. These healers are in the radius there. He's questioning this. Why is the Town Hall hitting his healers? But unfortunately, he's trying to charge here, losing a lot of health for the healers there, and now he's gonna try to at least save the Queen pop. Oh no! The Queen goes down. The Town Hall is still up, and now he's looking to see exactly what he needs to get, and he needs to at least lock up this 2-star here.
As you can see, that Town Hall still has about a third of its hit points remaining. That's going to require a pretty big strike from Rigo Torres. You cannot lose any easy stars in this close of a war. That might mean that he has to change his strategy up, and instead of going for 3, just lock down that safe 2 and try to get as much percentage as possible.
So he drops a rage right for this, near this Town Hall area. The balloons come out. Some of the balloons do make it for the Town Hall. Should be able to take it down under the rage there. Locked up the 1-star, and at this point, he's gonna have to start the Lalo. I mean, he's gonna have to go for the 2-star at this point, 50%, and he's gonna try to grab as much percentage with the minions around. He's flying through. He's not gonna worry about anything other than percentage, because he knows he's not gonna be able to get the 3-star at this point. So at this stage of the game, you're gonna see these players being able to react on the fly and still come through when they need it to get the percentage. And there it is, it locks up the 2-star right there. So when things don't go according to plan, he was able to at least take a breath, get it done, and lock up the 2-star there, but it's not a high percentage. So if it comes down to percent, it might not be in Team Queso's favor there.
That's right. Now, Team Queso was ahead on the percentage race before this attack, but coming home with, looks like something in the mid-60s. It looks like they will be falling a bit behind where Shenzhou was. I think that'll add 6.5% on there, so they should be just above 70% relative to Shenzhou's 72.2%.
Finishing it off here with the final minion to try to grab that storage. 66% 2-star for Rigo Torres of Team Queso. And look at that, it is still Shenzhou's got the percent advantage at the moment.
First time that we see Team Queso tripping a bit here on that attack, but they managed to get the 2 stars to keep themselves here in contention for the semi-final spot. And with that, they still got the star lead here.
Next up for Shenzhou, Paul Leong, The 37-year-old from Malaysia loves to play Lava Loon. He says that preparation is the key to victory. He's been working hard for many months now to make it into the qualifiers, and now that he's at the World Championships, he's got it even heavier if he wants to make it into the semifinals. This race against Team Queso is coming down to the wire with 2 attacks left for each clan.
Yeah, he's gonna come in with the Electro, maybe. He's got a clone spell in this composition, but there is the Lava Hound, which is on the King, so he wants to make sure that the Hound stays far away from a potential Sui Queen into the Town Hall area. The moment he pops his King ability, the Hound will continue to follow over there. There's the wall breakers. Don't drop too many there to activate the Town Hall there. Okay, we're safe. Town Hall's not active. Out comes some archers there. The Ice Golem's gonna be pretty useful to freeze this area, but the Queen ability should definitely be able to take that Town Hall down and then lock up the 1-star at that point.
Leon is going to send in the Stone Slammer along the bottom. He sees that Town Hall go down, so that means the Stone Slammer will go toward the next closest defense. Looks like it's pointed out a Wizard Tower there. We'll soak an Air Bomb along the way. That's good news for those balloons on the backside. He still has that enemy Archer Queen to worry about, though, and you got to hope that the clone rage from this Stone Slammer can get the job done.
Out comes the Electric Dragon, pops it, Grand Warden, Eternal Tome. The Queen looks like she went down right there. The E-Dragon helped take her down. The balloons are moving through this top side here. Put that multi-target Inferno, freezes it, and he's hasting right around the top side. He's gonna try to get the value, but that Lava Hound is actually pulling some of the pups, and if that pops, that's going to hurt quite a bit for cleanup, but this E-Dragon is looking pretty strong here. If he can get some nice chain value, one more freeze and a haste, he's gonna have to drop this perfectly to actually finish this off. I don't know if he's gonna have enough, Woody.
He just might. Paul Long's balloons are making it through, but that multi-target on the backside will stand up. And you can see he starts to search for any few remaining buildings that he can knock down to keep that average destruction lead. The 3-star is not coming from him, but there still is another round of the chamber. High is going to be the last attacker for Shenzhou, and it's up to Paul Long now to get that average destruction as high as he possibly can to give his teammate the best possible chance at securing a victory.
Yes, absolutely. It's still anyone's game. They're gonna have to 3-star and answer the call or hope something happens to Team Queso's next attack. But if Team Queso, they do have 2 more to come in with, and they are sitting in the driver's seat at the moment.
Defender Rigo Torres was sweating after his attack, but he's got to feel a lot better now that his base has stood up against Paul Long. The 4th hit in this war from Shenzhou is finished with 86% 2-star.
Shenzhou getting that 2-star, locking it up right there. They are down right now in overall stars. So it's coming down. Can Team Queso get some clutch 3 stars and answer and put this one away? It's gonna come down to these final attacks. This is the final war of the quarterfinals, and then they're going to be, whoever wins this matchup is going to be playing in Nova in the semis.
Almalin is up next, the 4th attacker from Queso. He's a 24-year-old student. He got 1 3-star hit in the qualifiers and has a 77% average destruction. He says that his role in the clan is to be the strategist. He loves sitting back and studying these bases, trying to find any possible way to crack through them. We'll see if that hard work has paid off through this hit. He loves playing Hog Riders, and yes, he has brought them this time. It's his dream to compete on a stage as big as this for the Clash of Clans World Championship, and now that dream has become a reality.
Wow, there was a tornado trap that was actually all the way at the very top. That was very interesting, not actually in the core of the base, and the Queen easily got through that, no problem. And now the Queen's gonna be able to walk right around the edge of this base. You're gonna be able to take out this Town Hall. There comes some balloons to try to grab some more value through here. Gonna get a rage for the Queen. There's a Lava Hound right through here, so it slow the Queen down quite a bit. But there's that multi-target Inferno does not go down, but it's severely damaged at this point. He's gonna have to take out this Town Hall, move through here, and he has some Hog Riders, but here's the enemy Queen in the core next to that Eagle.
Enemy queen is up, but I think that Amalin should be able to take out that enemy town hall first. Ooh, she's gonna soak a giant bomb, but that's not too much for her to deal with, especially with so many healers to back her up. She's taking a ton of damage, though. That might require that queen ability.
Queen ability.
Does use it here, draws out a skeleton trap as well, and that'll distract her for a little while, but fortunately, those healers have been able to top her off. They take a ton of fire from that Eagle artillery, though. Those Hog Riders have got to be thankful that they're not the ones taking that punishment.
Yeah, he pops this Grand War Eternal Tome through the core here. Beautiful job through that giant bomb, through the Eagle shots, and now through the enemy queen. Hopefully his queen can grab this queen. This is going to be close here. Is he going to have enough? One more heal spell for the back end, and the queen is going to go down in the core. He still has hers. Drops the heal spell for the bottom side Wizard Tower. He's looking at this. He has some hogs. Is he going to have enough to move around here, Woody? This one's going to be close.
A 3-star here and now could seal victory for Team Queso. Can they get the job done? Those hogs are taking an absolute beating. Heal spells trying to get them topped back off, but there's too much splash damage for them to power through. Still, though, we've got a bit of cleanup along the backside edge, and that's putting it mildly. An Archer Queen beefed up with healers along the outer side, as well as a Grand Warden to snipe through this multi-target Inferno. If only they had gotten there a little bit sooner, those hogs might have been able to get some more damage done.
If only he had an unlimited time on these attacks, because it looks like the queen will be able to stay up with the healers on her, and it's just a matter of time. There's not too many point defenses, just the one Archer Tower and cannon there, but it's going to come down to time at this point. A time fail here, but still a decent percent in the mid-80s here. And the queen, oh, actually the healers transfer over to the Grand Warden of all, and the queen does actually go down. That's one of the unfortunate things if the Grand Warden's too close to that queen, but locks up a 2-star 87% for Team Queso.
This is definitely not over yet. Might be a lead for now, but both teams still have their last attack here for the very last semi-final spot, and I'm absolutely sure both want to grab it right now.
This is a really interesting spot here because even though Team Queso has 1 star ahead of Shinjo, they cannot catch up in terms of percentage destruction if Shinjo is able to get the 3-star in this next hit. So that means High is the clutch hitter now for Shinjo. If High 3 stars, then it forces a 3-star response from Team Queso. Otherwise, they'll be eliminated.
Oh my God, that means everything comes down to these final 2 attacks. The final war of today of the quarterfinals is going to determine who is going to be advancing to the semis to take on Nova in the final 4 teams remaining. And he's deciding to come in with a queen charge. Olalo, he's gonna have to break in. There's the rage. Wall breakers are coming in. Watch out for that multi-target Inferno. Does he open the wall? He does beautifully. Now he can charge in, grab this Eagle, multi, and the queen. And look at this. There's a sweeper that's pointing to the top side, so we can Olalo right over this town hall. And this is looking like a beautiful charge into the base here, Woody.
High is the captain from Shinjo, a 36-year-old company owner. He says balloons are his favorite troop, and he has had the right to bring them to this last and final attack for Shinjo. The queen charge is straight into the gut of this base, taking out the enemy clan castle, and now engaging the enemy archer queen as well. She's taking a few pop shots of her own, but those healers are doing their job. Perfect positioning from that rage spell keeps her topped off, and High is on the path to victory. Can he keep the momentum up? He's almost halfway through this attack. Here come the lava hounds.
Look at this. The queen does not look like she's gonna go down. She's up in the core, has the rages keeping her alive with some freezes. Blues are coming down. This is looking like a beautiful attack right through here. Still has the stone slammer to drop around the map. The town hall just activates. Get ready for the Grand Warrior Eternal Tome, but through the core he pops it there. The queen is aggroing the expo right there, which is perfect. Now flying around, Woody. This is looking like a 3-star answer for Shinjo.
High has got their emotions high right now. Shinjo excited for their last chance to claim victory. Team Queso is cringing. They're hoping that they can hold on to this last attack. High, if he gets the 3-star here, will force the 3-star response from Team Queso. Otherwise, they'll be out. High, pumping his fist. The rest of his team excited and cheering. They're raising their spirits one last time. High's 5th attack is good. 3 stars for Shinjo.
This is what they needed, and he comes through in the clutch. The moment that they wanted to get the 3, they could, and they had to get it, and that was it. Now it comes
Swag ability
down.
on the queen, too.
Look at that.
And an extra master freeze spell.
Unbelievable, which means, ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to this final attack for Team Queso. If they 3, they advance. If they don't, they go home.
Oskivin, the master of destruction, 94% average. He took out 3 of the 7 attacks as 3 stars in the qualifying round. He's got one of the highest hit rates of anyone on Team Queso, but it's barely better than a coin flip's chance. He's got 7 Electro Dragons and balloons to back him up as well. This is gonna be a straight punch to the face. Can Oskivin's chin take the blow, or will he be knocked back by the Spanish Armada?
Oh my goodness, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's dropping the E-Dragons, moving into this town hall. Get ready for the Grand Warrior Eternal Tome. Over it, he pops it, he's moving his way through. The Queen and the King have already cleared the funnels on the sides. E-Dragons are getting a nice funnel through the core of this base. He keeps freezing the sweeper and that Eagle Artillery. He has the rages through the core. If he can get the chain lightning through this, he has the back end air defense. If he can chain onto that to go down, he has one more free spell. It's gonna come down to this. Can he get it for Team Queso? Get ready for it. Woody, this is the final attack. This is the moment of truth. Here we go.
The overwhelming force against the unstoppable object. Oskivin cannot be stopped. High fives and pats on the back. There's nothing left to do but wait for this attack to clean up the rest of this base. 90% and 2 stars already there. He's got a minute 45.
Wow.
These big blue beasts are undeniably strong. The Electro Dragons secure a semi-final spot for Team Queso.
Unbelievable. I am speechless. He had to get it done. And with one attack strategy, it is the mass Electric Dragons. Everything on the line comes through clutch. What a performance. He's done it in the qualifiers, and he does it now in the World Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, Team Queso wins and advances.
Team Queso eliminating Shenzo in a big show here at the main stage. What a close match we have between the 2 teams. But it's Team Queso coming up victorious here, and they will go through to this semi-final. And unfortunately, Shenzhou, they put up such a great performance, but we have to say goodbye to them here in the World Championship.
Could not have been a closer match, but the knockout blow has sent them to the ground. Team Queso are now moving on. Congratulations to our April qualifiers. They'll be facing off in their semis tomorrow against Nova Esports.
Unbelievable performance comes through when it matters the most, and this is why these players deserve to be here. The best in the world, professional at getting this done, the 3 stars when it mattered most.
What an absolute incredible and heartbreaking finish we had here in our last quarterfinal. We'll give you guys a second to get breath again, because that was crazy. And send it over to Judo.
You just witnessed a masterclass. Both of these teams doing their best on the big stage, and the Queen Charge Lava Loon was used a number of times. So how do you do it at home? On this one, the Queen Charge starts off on the right-hand side. Love the use of the Queen first to enable the Coconut Loons to take out the defenses as well. Would have liked to have seen the balloon onto the Tesla a little bit quicker to protect that healer, but gets the job done, and the funnel is set to the right-hand side. All we mean by that, guys, is that this is taken out, and it forces the Queen down over towards that bottom area of the base, and we have to do exactly the same on the other side. King is a primary troop to do that here. The air defense is there, meaning that any air targeting troops would not be a good idea. The jump spell then allows the Queen into the base. Now, for any Lava Loon attack where you're using the Queen Charge, you're trying to get value, but also create pathing. So the Eagle goes down, the Inferno goes down, able to charge forward, get the Queen, the Clan Castle troops, and the Air Sweepers, although they wouldn't really matter in this case because the Lava Loon is coming from behind it. So let's take a look now as the Queen has taken out this entire corner of the base, creating an L shape for the lava loon. This is definitely what you want to focus on at home. And as soon as this area has gone down, the queen has got the value she wanted, the Lalo can start from this top area. Nice use of the slammer to take out them couple of defenses first. It's very tanky, you don't have to worry about it. It will move across, and then the lava loon can come in straight down towards the town hall. Now there's a couple of other very nice adjustments that we see in here. Obviously the Lalo can concentrate on the town hall, but Fed is able to take out a couple of defenses on this other side with the balloons, with the minions as well, and you will see how important that is. It enables the Lalo to come straight onto the town hall, but because the minions are already deployed, it means that he doesn't have to worry about time, or does he? It was very close to the end. That ended up being a clutch play. And then towards the final area of your attack, you have to take note of any splash damage. So the plan of this attack was ending up onto the multi, onto the wizard tower. So we have a haste, we have a freeze, get through that area. And although the attack was beautifully deployed, it really came down to the wire on time. Imagine if the balloons and minions were not deployed at the top. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. And this is just the beginning. We have the semi-finals matched up and ready to go. Wow, I just cannot wait for tomorrow. I'm sure you guys cannot either. Let's hand you back across though to René.
We're definitely ready for more action. What a first day we just had. We had great matches, awesome base designs, and then such a finish that came down to the last seconds.
Yeah, each one of these wars were so close, coming down to the final attacks there and coming through clutch. We saw some wars that got 14 stars. We saw wars that came down to the final attack, and that is why this is the World Championship Best of the Best playing here now.
Very well played, but unfortunately we're saying goodbye to 4 teams now. INTZ, the Queen Walkers, Batang, and Shenzhou are all packing it up. Make sure to go show them some love over on social media. We'll take one more quick look at the bracket so you can see the 4 teams that will be advancing. CarbonFin?
Tribe Gaming will be taking on MCES at the top of the bracket, and then the winner of that matchup takes on Nova versus Team Queso.
And that's it for today. We had all the quarterfinals, and tomorrow we will return with the semifinals, because this was just warm-up. I think that was crazy. That was warm-up. Tomorrow will be even hotter, even crazier, and even closer in the matches of our top 4 that are still here. Thanks for your work, guys. Once again, obviously, thanks everyone out there for watching or coming into the arena here, Barclay Arena in Hamburg. That's where we are right now at ESL 1. We will be back tomorrow at 9:30 CET. So mark that in your calendar. Be ready for more Clash of Clans action for the first ever World Championship. My name is René, and I'll see you guys there.